Go recording. Let's get some clean feed going. It's not courier time. It's none of you guys have a functional watch. Oh wait, did that just also show? Thinking. Hold on, I need to message my boys as well, because we've got some company today. Hold on, you're not having a stroke. Shh. What am I doing? I'm doing that. Hey, Haddo.
What's up, bro?
Oh, you alright?
I'm good. Somebody raided me, bro. I don't feel safe on your Discord.
Yeah, I saw, and there was like 3 people in voice. I was like, what's going on?
I don't feel safe, bro.
Standing out in the outside.
Yes. EMEA Stage 2 superstars. Who is it gonna get? Who is gonna be, bro?
Simple, Landon, Checkers, Ziad.
Oh, good shout.
I actually think, yeah, they're all good shouts. Though, I'm going to say it. I said it last time as well. I say it
Landon
every time.
Simple, checkmate, Ziad.
But it's so pointless to do it now.
True.
Because it's not... The next 2 games are going to be super important in terms of who is the MVP.
True.
Like, what if J-Woo hard carries and VP win it? You know? Like, does that not put him in the running? It's, but it doesn't count.
True.
You're cooked, man.
Crazy.
Oh, look who
Hi
it
guys,
is.
hi.
I'm so glad you're here, bro.
I'm only here for like 20 minutes, but then I'm gonna be back on.
No.
Oh, yes.
You're not leaving, bro. No, you're not leaving, bro.
Hattie, it's okay, you guys. I think you might get a special guest today, you know?
A special guest.
Thank you, Slucia, for the prime.
Yeah, you better.
Thank you, Lucia, for the prime.
You'll be okay, okay?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, my fiance's ordering McDonald's. My fiance, my wife.
Oh,
What
you
the fuck?
Well, I'm
dude,
divorced.
dude.
I'm divorced.
It's over for you.
Well, what a
it was a good run.
what a 3 weeks it was. Yeah, it was good. It was good while it lasted.
Don't even. I'll always remember that.
I'll always remember. A special place in my heart.
What a disaster, bro.
What's
What
my
a
McDonald's
fucking
order?
disaster.
Hold on.
What do you want, bro?
Fries for sure. Easy. Maybe a chicken bacon
Yes,
mayo. Maybe a McCrispy.
Come on, be a man. You
good.
need to get 2 burgers and 2 fries at least, and
Okay.
20 nuggets
What?
if you're feeling brave.
What?
Fries.
I mean, that's what I get every single time. And
Not
if
2
I had
fries,
only one,
just get 1 large fry. It's gonna be enough.
2 large fries, 2 burgers, 20 nuggets on me.
But get the
It's not, I feel like
on
it's
you,
not
bro.
on you. Is it
Hey,
actually
Fabi,
on
right
you?
now I'm ordering that.
Because
Actually.
you might. I think you're not using that saying right.
On me for your happiness, okay?
Get the double cheeseburger. It's fire, bro.
Second fries. I'm actually typing all of this as well. A double cheeseburger.
Nice, guys.
Yes.
Anything out? 20 nuggets. I'm gonna kill myself. This
No,
is
20 nuggets is a good shot.
Like it's so good to snack on during
yeah.
the
So
day.
I'll
you
have
just
my
keep
have
going.
my dinner and then I'll just have some nuggets lurking around.
Yes, exactly. Eat them.
But don't make sure
Give
the
them-
crows don't
Yeah,
go
you
to
need
the...
to be careful for the crows, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna
Yes,
shut my window then to keep the crows out.
Yes, good. Anti-crow theory.
They can't get through glass because they're also a solid object.
That's what they want you to believe, mate.
Sorry, not to bog you guys down with the science of it all.
That's what the liberals are trying to tell you.
If you knew anything about birds, you'd realise they're more mechanical than physical.
I know nothing about
Soft-
birds, hence why I'm
They're
divorced.
software.
Divorced. Bird theory.
I feel like this is the second day in a row you've tried to slip simulation theory in.
Oh, I didn't say simulation theory.
You were talking about the birds being software.
Yeah, that's a different
What do you mean
conspiracy
that's
theory.
a
You don't know
different...
that?
What's bird softwares? What's that about?
Mate,
There's
there's like
drones, bro. They're all drones.
yeah, there's a group of there's a well-known there's a conspiracy theory out there that birds aren't real. That
I
it's
mean,
the
it is
government
true, bro.
spying.
I mean, it's literally true. But I think it's just pigeons mainly. Mainly pigeons. At
So this-
least.
Yeah, I don't trust the pigeons to be
I
honest.
mean, I guess now would be the good cover, right? Then is some real birds, and you just add more birds, and who's going to notice more birds?
Now my chat is saying that's not a conspiracy, that's facts.
Oh.
See?
I guess it's been verified now then. It's confirmed. Don't know map yet, not a rerun. Can we say Ubi has been robbed of a nomination here?
Well, I was thinking Quartz robbed of a nom. Noma.
I don't know, how much did Ubi
No,
play in
no.
regular season? Because obviously he's been a big part of playoffs.
He didn't. I mean, he played a tiny bit.
Okay, yeah, that undermines it a bit. Alright, UB in. Probably no surprises there.
You'll be sweep.
Do you want to know what my wife responded with when I sent the order?
What'd she say?
Jesus.
And you get two. What burgers did you get?
I think I've actually got, because I wanted a chicken bacon mayo, but then I've got a McCrispy, but then you said double cheeseburger, so it's actually a 3 burger, 2 fries, 20 nuggets order.
What the fuck? That's
Goat.
outrageous.
Goat.
That's goat. That's goat. That's goat. That's goat. Now you need a Oreo McFlurry as well and a vanilla milkshake.
There's no way I need that amount of...
Oreo McFlurry and vanilla milkshake. I mean, you know what they say, bulking, not sulking.
Yeah, I mean, not even that hungry.
Mate, you will be
Burgers,
because we are
two fries.
feasting on good Overwatch today, you know?
Oh, what a transition! That's right for map 1. No ice,
Oh,
gnome.
get the gnome out.
No more gnoming.
He's from Wyoming.
It's like
Already
for
cooked.
it's like the whitest freestyle rap.
I know, it's going hard to be honest. I don't know why you're hating. Like this some racial profiling. If I wasn't
Legit.
white, you wouldn't be hating.
Why can't I rap, you know?
Mate, you've
One
got a few
second.
months. Put together a mixtape.
Should I stream when I get back today? Is that a hot take?
Yeah, do it, mate. Get involved. What time are you back? Or is it,
9, I think.
where are you going? Spoons?
Tennis?
Spoons.
No
Tennis
way you're playing
into
tennis.
spoons.
Actually, it's probably a good time of day to play tennis, right? Because it'll be a bit cooler. I'm on board.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
wasn't
play in the morning as well?
I did, yeah. It wasn't too bad this
What?
morning, but I got so toasty. But
How
tomorrow
do you
it's gonna
grind
be so
this hard, bro? How are you not exhausted?
Honestly, mate, I'm
You
built
have a
different.
dog?
I mean, compared to how you remember when in LA when I was playing football, that shit was like so much worse. Like for my better I suppose, but it was so much more tiring than tennis. You know, like I would play like two games of football a day a lot of the time, one in the morning, one in the evening. But like that was an absolute fucking killer. So compared to what I used to do in America and Korea, this is actually like even 4 hours of tennis. It's actually pretty easy.
4 hours of tennis.
And it's
still
especially
cardio intensive, of course, not as much as
Wait.
football, but
yeah.
I'm waiting.
I can't order the same food as... What happens if I eat the same order as Chris, but I don't do 4 hours of tennis every day?
It definitely helps to be fair, mate. I'll be honest.
Oh, no!
Xavier and me, we're just sitting on our desk all day, streaming for 400 hours. And we're just gonna fucking eat the same diet as Chris. I think it's a good idea.
This is why I still don't have that six-pack.
What's up, Dark Phantom? You know, when Shaq says the six-pack, and he's like, bro, I don't know, I just can't gain weight. I eat so much. I look at him, he has
4 bites of every meal.
He has 4 bites of every meal. He has like 1 small fry, and I swear he's eating on that for like 3 days straight, just like snacking on his desk.
You know when we would go for dinner as well, and he does this thing where he will have like a bite of food, and then he puts his knife and food down, and I just can't comprehend that level of restraint.
It just
Like,
kills me, to be honest.
Once the food starts going in, it keeps going in.
Yeah, I was eating on stream, and somebody was like, bro, the food's not gonna run away. Bro, but I'm just, bro, I'm just eating normally. Like, it's not that deep. Okay, we're starting to go in. Genji first ban by TM. Lucio second ban by VP. What do we think of this, guys?
Yeah, I think Lucio is not bad. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. I was actually I'm not going to say that because that's an unnecessary leak about me coaching TM on their bans for no reason, you know, as their head coach. No, I'm joking, obviously. But I think the Lucio ban is quite interesting because I don't know what we do here. BAP break sim is maybe reasonable. It's maybe possible. Maybe Juno break sim is
Juno break or Juno Kiri, I think.
But it feels like Juno break is hardcore.
Wait,
out of date, you know.
It's not that bad. People are just overthinking it.
We're into a pause, and Shockwave is asking, "What's for Pred?"
I mean, you're getting 3-0'd, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe a 3-1 if you got.
I was going to go 3-1. Unfortunately, not to be honest, Shockers.
The thing is, Shockers, no one cares. We spoke about this before. It's all about qualifying. He did that. So, what more can we say?
Actually, Zero was telling me that we do care. That first standing is really good to have.
Who said that?
No, I think the seeding's super important. Yeah, because these groups are going to get really rough if you're like the 3rd seed or something.
Yep.
Commander Sax. He knows what he's talking about.
And he does.
Some say it's literally my job.
This guy has a job. Why is Perma saying the job word and you're not censoring it when you're in the call with Chris and with me? Like how is like that's just so unsensitive.
I'm so sorry.
Job.
Actually irresponsible of me.
J-O-B. That's the most I can handle. Then my brain is not just a tiny bit of sad hormones.
The food has been ordered.
Guys, predict.
Need to squeeze in 4 hours of tennis. What's Quartz's?
Make sure you get Oreo McFlurry and large vanilla milkshake. It's right in front of you?
Yeah, it was literally on my homepage. Yeah, I was like trying to think, what is Quartz's Twitter? But it was just the first tweet on my like timeline.
I thought the Oreo McFlurry.
No, not the Oreo. It's just appeared. Yeah, so
right or wrong.
Court says perks bug gets fixed in 7 minutes while the replay bug is still there after 6 months.
True.
And then he's tagged
But the
Psycho.
perks bug was more. But the perks bug was way more important, so I don't know what the point is.
And then he tags Psycho, Brain, and Sky in it.
Big three.
Thank you, Stormbreaker, for the prime.
Thank you, Stormbreaker, for the prime. Stop saying J star B, please. I will try.
He's also tagged Morgan Madron, who is a server engineer at Blizzard. Oh, that's Psycho
that's
too,
a
in
good
it. Oh,
name.
cheers, Psycho. That's helpful, actually. Good job, Psycho.
In ranked replay codes or without a scrim code, it barely crashes. Like
Really?
Barely. Yes.
Barely?
It's just with scrim code. Workshop overload because of perks and scrim code. Let's watch this trailer. Insert coin. Overwatch 2 powered up season 17. Guys, what are your favorite? What is your favorite additions, skins, balance changes, stadium updates, like anything from the new season, guys? What's your favorite?
Pigs.
What perks?
All the pigs.
Big
They're already
rockets.
out, bro. Big
Pig.
rockets? Yet with the big rockets?
The big rockets because they're bigger than the normal rockets.
Yeah?
Class dismissed. Overdrive activated. Final upgrades inbound.
Paddy trying to get a job on Plat Chat.
I mean,
What's
I'm
your favorite
just,
balance change, mate?
I'm just dipping my toes into everything I can get.
I mean, just apply for all the jobs and see what comes back, you know?
Yes. My favorite change is the Tracer 6 bullet. 6 damage bullet is for sure not broken at all.
I mean, that's all we need for TU to go to EWC. 6.5 bullets.
6.5. Maybe 7 on a bad day, just in case. One clipping everything.
Yeah, 6 bullet tracer would actually be wank. Just reloading perma.
What if you had big, like it's like Diva rockets, you know, like big bullets.
Yeah.
Need big bullets.
Need more bullets.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. Just fucking. I'm here for it.
Okay, let's
actually.
sync up. Let's sync up, lads.
Alright.
I
Mauer
don't even have a
around
clean
the
feed,
gate.
so whatever.
Oh.
CBA.
They don't have a clean feed.
I linked you.
28, 27,
Oh, you're ahead of me.
26.
Hold on,
25.
29,
Okay, I'm
28,
pausing.
27, 26,
Keep
25,
going, bro.
24,
There's the clean feed.
23, 22,
Nice,
21,
nice.
20. Can take a
Nice.
horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Vessler is on the Malga. Slam comes in. So much pressure onto Yubi with the Venture here as well. Immediate kill on the big man. And that's going to be a quick first fight for Virtus.pro.
See, I told them just play Venture. Shockwave actually
did.
following my advice right here. I told them, Shockers, just get your ass on Venture. Venture just counters this comp, and Vessel actually knows how to play Mauga, unlike the
Gaga.
Chinese and North American Maugas that we've seen so far.
Alright, another stomp comes through. Looking for the Juno here. Pressure onto Astro, but they turn on
Oh,
Vessler
was
now, and he
wide.
is getting
Yeah,
deleted.
no,
Suzu buys
Vess
Vessler a bit of
cleansed.
time. It's not enough time, though. And now, player advantage. They've dealt with the Tracer threat. Shockwave still found a kill in the back here. Need to worry about this Venture threat. Coming for the Kiriko now. Simple's going to TP out of there. Shockwave's going to try and run. Suzu with him as well, so they've not really dealt with the threat yet. Quartz trying to clean him up now, but KSA, well, where else would he be? He's on point getting the objective.
He loves the objective. Always objective-based gaming. Simple with a Kitsune Rush next. Very ahead of any other supporter. Red comes out on Shockwave. Vessler's won! Something has happened! And they're just
Gabi?
Gabi.
Yubi on the Tracer, I don't know if we've talked about that fact, but that is a fact that's worth talking about. Tracer insane versus these Juno Kiri or these like double flex backlines. Just get behind them and face fuck the enemy Juno for no reason. I think that's the strategy.
Just make sure there's no reason. If there's any sort of motivation, it won't work. Shockwave's going to come through, burrow underground to try and make a little bit of space. Now the spear as Vesta's going to take the space. Kitsune rush over the top from Simple. Fixer doesn't have it yet. Shockwave's going to disengage with this tectonic shock. Throwing damage out. 1-for-1 trade, but a better trade for Shockwave. Locks Simple up in that.
Nice.
He's back on it as well, and the DPS can take over a bit now. Unless Quartz can find a kill immediately, they are in big trouble.
For TM.
Yeah,
Block comes out from Quartz, he wants to equalize. Flip comes out from TM, Quartz needs to connect with an important shot right here. Kitsune from Fixer just to make sure, but it should be a flip back for Virtus.pro after they clear KSA. But he might put up his hands and ult, and Astro's gonna come back with his orbital ray. Yeah, orbital ray out. Well, connection from Quartz, nice kill onto Gala, and TM is good for it.
Yeah, really well played by there. Kept stalling out the point for ages. Quartz can't get Astro out, but he can keep himself a space. And no kills with that overclock would have brought valuable time for everyone else to come back. And now, one more attempt for Virtus.pro. They are low on time, but they do have a Ray advantage for this retake.
Ray advantage, but KSA is so good at holding his hands. He's just gonna keep holding that block, gonna ult, block once again. Vessler needs to find the good timing for the spear connections. Going into the backline.
Or can't find the connect now. Annihilation KSA's dead. Terror search for no reason.
Nah, he's trying to heal up. He's trying to heal up.
It's not enough though. He gets taken down. No tank. It's all going to come down to the DPS really now to find the opening. Shockwave's forced to burrow underneath. Now coming through, looking for the backline. Zuzu has been used. Big trouble here. Forced off a map. Wall climbing. Shockwave thinks he's CP'd. He has. He's out of there, and Shockwave can't confirm the kill. Pulse bomb misses Shockwave as well.
Goes wide.
Tectonic shock for Shockwave now. Next ult in play for this one. Pressure onto the backline from Yubi already. Force for Suzu and the TP. Looking for more. Shockwave shut down in his ult as well.
Tectonic shock.
Jamie with a pulse bomb trade, but he needs more right now. He's still on the backline trying to duel it with Simple, but Simple wins the duel.
Yeah.
And KSA has not left this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the idea. I think one thing that immediately looks true is I think VP is going to try to counter as opposed to play any sort of mirror here. I think one big weakness that the VP, in my opinion, have started to have this season is I do think Fixer looks incredibly weak whenever they play him on the Kiriko. Like, yummy, as some might say.
Yummy.
So, in this Juno Kiri matchup, there is an overwhelming advantage towards TM because Simple is not yummy. He is actually very tricky to eat. And I guess for whatever reason it feels like Fixer can't play the Juno. Maybe his hero pool gets tested a little bit. I had this idea against TM. One thing that I was going to try, if there was ever a moment where I could try it, is I think people think about Yubi so much on the sim, but I think if you can, next map, VP should try to ban Tracer, then play Venture, leaving Yubi in this really awkward situation where he has to stick the sim. Because as long as he has the Tracer way out, then he's actually relatively unbannable. That's what I think that's what I want to see from my team today. Anyway, back to the cast.
I thought you were coaching TM, bro.
Well, you know, I'm coaching both sides. Any job, please, someone give me a job.
Just apply for all the jobs, see what comes back. Vessela's been deep-mech during all
out of mech in the neutral, nothing happened. That Quad's gonna swing right here onto Shockers. Wants to connect this rail, goes wide though, under a lot of pressure from Gala on the off angle. Vessela coming back on the Orisa now.
Yeah, more of a straightforward matchup and a late kill on Shockwave, and it's going to be the same type of matchup again, so eyes on Fixer and Simple as we look at this side fight. Quartz is pushing up, looking for an opportunity to farm a rail, maybe an opportunity onto the Juno if he can find it. Playing very aggressively, peeking and farming their ults here, TM. Happy to keep VP on the back foot. No ults to speak of though, so it's going to be a full neutral as Vessela wants to take it round the mega side, and Jay was going to force point.
Jay was gonna force point here, just trying. Oh, Fixer, not so yummy now. Is gonna find the pre-fight pick onto Quartz.
Pressure now onto Simple on this side fight as well. He's going to get forced a little bit out. KSA is trying to back it up, but TM have been pushed into a corner right now. Shockwave has full control of this left-hand side, looking for the backline. Lots of
Oh,
damage
shot almost
forces
on line.
Suzu.
Good
Pressure
protection.
onto it. And they've still not got for control of a point. Postball onto Vessler. The spear is good, but Yubi gets out to the mini.
good
No
cleanse.
deaths yet. Kitsune rush for Simple soon, but not in time for KSA. And that's going to be probably just
no
a
more
give it up
hands
now
to
for
save
you.
him.
Yeah. But a opening pick normally results in a fucking quick flip. Because he has so many hands and he holds them for so long, they still
Yes.
get 30% after losing the opening pick, you know? It's like this strategy is so annoying.
Yeah, it's true. He just has the hands. Usually with the hands he makes time for Quartz to get a pick, but Quartz was the one falling as well, and they still managed to.
What, Simple?
And Simple, not so yummy, gonna get a kill.
Yeah, it just drops that Kitsune rush. It's a Kitsune rush on point in response from Fixer, but it's getting nothing done at all. And this is going to be the opposite. A very quick flip back from TM once they get in position.
Free enough retake realistically. We have to do more with that. But like I said, it feels like we're opting out of one mirror into another mirror, which TM is massively favoured in here. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're going to be able to play against the sim or this, so tricky.
Yeah. But this raid trade, it should give VP an advantage with the Terror Surge overload. Unless there's no raid trade because Quartz is
That'll
gonna
help.
fight Big Gala.
Pressure onto point still though, Virtus.pro.
Shockwave 1.
Yeah, they're committing to it, and the Terror
Vessel
Surge
has
out
to
for
ult
Vess.
to heal again.
He's so low, Yubi's going to get the kill, and this is a disaster. They're so low on time as well, and this is might just be it. A trade from Gala might save the day, but they're going to have to rush to get these ults on point. No way to use this, but he has to use the raid to try and live. KSA is going to keep all contained. Joe, KSA might die.
And a lot of the cannot hold the hands like that if you're in that formation.
Back shot.
Back shot, back shot.
KSA might have thrown the game for absolutely no reason. We'll be having a word about his lack of willingness to win.
Yep. Might have to get Tim in for map 2, just in case.
Ray retake for Funny Astro. They can even just use the overclock in it as well. Really play for this one. Even take it from point wouldn't be the craziest idea. It looks like Quartz is looking that way already. Wants to try and make sure they can win this side fight. Left, right, bit of indecision here because VP are actually being quite aggressive, so they're just going to Ray to try and chase him. Where's this Ray?
I don't know where Daniel's Ray is going. I haven't seen it on my screen so far.
Daniel, where is
HP
it?
he's gonna get out.
Overclock from Quartz, he slid in onto point hunting down this kill, but they're too far away and Astro has
He's
died.
getting the slip.
One, he's ults from
Astro's
TM, no value. And now player advantage for VP. They're going to get on point though, TM, but they're denied the flip from Vessler, and he shut down the Quartz threat as well. Post one from Jwoo is actually going to stick onto Simple there, and this will be VP holding onto the point. Yubi with some nice trades though, but
Nubi's
Yubi's going to need to get the touch as well.
Yeah, Quartz coming back on the Sombra. We're gonna have Kitsune Rush, but it's Kitsune Rush versus Kitsune Rush. Vessel coming back on the Mauga. Hot take, perhaps?
Yeah, Kitsune Rush on
Kitsune
point,
Rush
mirrored by
Fixer.
Simple. Diva getting on point for KSA. Fixer's taking some pressure. Suzu has been used, but he can keep this angle for himself, and it's Simple who actually dies first.
Nice,
Vessler on point. KSA's having to back it up. Hack from Quartz on the high ground. They all have the high ground, but Astro is so low, and Jwoo's picked that one off as well. And KSA is so low, there's no ults to turn this for TM. It's just done. And VP are going to tie us up.
Mehdi!
Mehdi, listen to the call.
Beautiful situation. A little
Listen
bit
to
too
Yubi's
happy,
call.
a little bit too confident, and all of a sudden we're getting fucked. And you know, that's a tilt. That's the thing. This is the thing with Overwatch. There's a reason you don't give free retakes, because all it takes is one little moment of one lapse in concentration, and the whole game is fucked.
Takes.
Vess has 10 deaths.
Oh my
feels
god, yeah,
high.
I mean, Vessela's
That
getting
feels
fight
high.
in every fight, by the way.
Yeah.
Gala has 2x Daniel's damage, which is quite impressive to see on the
Gala
on the
very
junior.
good on
Yeah,
Juno.
very good.
Thank you, Gifler God, as
Then
well.
you see
for
the same
2-1.
damage gap the other way, I think, on Simple and Fixer. So it all evens itself out in the end.
Simple carry. Now I was confused why VP is not opting onto the Diva pick. Diva's so strong versus the Twisted Minds comp. If they refuse to play Break, it's gonna be so nice for Vessler, at least in theory, to get those kills with Jwoo.
Yeah, this comp looks so punishable, but to be fair to Astro, he genuinely plays it so well. Like, he's so hard to kill.
Yeah, he always got the moves.
Yeah, and what will happen is if you make a move on Astro and you don't kill him, KSA is capping the point.
Pressure on KSA now. He's got the form bow to hold on, and TM are just trying to bunker down and hold this area. Vessler is on their backline bow, but he's demech'd again. He went all in for that one. Simple's going to kill Gala as well. A couple of digs to finish the job, and that is the point flipping as well. And you can see the idea, right? TM, even though this comp in many ways is designed for the Kiri Tracer to play very wide in a flank, when they're playing against this Diva version, Simple and Astro are actually playing much closer together here, just trying to survive and punish the divers.
Yeah, actually looked like a good dive. Quartz went down first, but after that burned him so many HP resources. Vessler just demate KSA, capping the point, like Chris said. Not enough value on the dive. Simple close to Kitsune Rush as well. Look at Fixer's ult charge. There's a 40% difference, pretty much.
Yeah, clear the side, but it feels pretty irrelevant because you're going to need to rotate and take the map again. Now our recall's forced, so this guy's just on point. He's not
good bowler!
Oh,
Quartz gets the kill and gets Suzu'd though!
CBA.
Well played by Simple, and he's not even going to need this Kitsune rush in the end. Yubi can get on the Juno, but wait, no, Jwoo and Fixer! They kill their counterparts! Post bomb out from Jwoo, Quartz is going to slide away. They have DMX Vessler in all of this, but KSA is on life support. He's still going to block on the point. Astro's won, KSA's won, and Fixer and Jwoo out of nowhere turn that fight.
I mean, that's what I was saying the whole time. Fixer just kept Simple in the neutral every fight. Good for it.
Well, of course,
comes out. Oh, God.
He's got the remake.
Oh,
he's got it.
Kitsune Rush out for next. Astro with a Ray advantage in this fight, but should in theory be harder for him to survive though. Playing versus the Diva. Kitsune versus Kitsune on point though. Astro can layer the beam if he wants to. Beam comes out, but Quartz caught.
They need kills with this Ray, but KSA finds the perfect one. He takes down Gala, Astro's going to get traded. Vessler's still flying around. He has the self-destruct to extend this. They're still trying to deny the flip, but KSA's making it so hard for Jwoo. The slow is good, and Simple will clean it up in the end.
Very uncharacteristic for Gala to go down.
I think the reason he dies is because, it's exactly what we're talking about, because Vess has to go backline to get the kill. Somebody has to stop the flip. You can't let them flip, and it was only Gala who could touch, I think. Because who else can do it in this mode? It's the big weakness of this comp, because even though you're guaranteed more kills on the backline, Overwatch is an objective-based game.
True. Maybe he got hit by the slow perk as well. Easy to confirm the kills on the flying heroes. Simple just shockwave caught out, and Simple Quartz are all over that. Vessler is gonna have the remake from KSA Annihilation, just holding down the point as always. Slow on the
now we have to push into KSA, and he's gonna unleash the hands. He's not holding them anymore.
Yeah, but we're gonna get advantage though. Yubi gonna get the kill. Oh, Simple and Yubi killing their counterparts on this fight. Yeah, GG. Galbi.
Easy to kill Simple when he has to TP and cleanse to keep Quartz alive, but when he's got both cooldowns, you're in big trouble, it would seem. Gabby.
Gabi.
See the idea, at least they can say that they forced them off the sim stuff, but Lucio Kiri or Lucio Bap is, I mean, yeah, not good for much, but technically
good job everyone.
But now any backline is going to work, which means even though they probably will get a sim ban, I suspect TM retaliate with a Diva ban, and then we get the same matchup where TM is favoured, and then we get to map 3 and we have no more bans, except the Chris TF a Tracer ban, play Venture into sim tech. If Smash is watching, there is a map win in there for you if you got the balls to pick it, mate, okay? And with that, the desk has to leave to go play tennis.
Please take note of this, future employers, that occasionally you might just leave work in the middle of the day to go play tennis.
Well, you know, win some, you lose some.
Gotta burn the calories from the double fries somehow.
Yeah.
You need to burn my calories for me as well, Chris. I get to work on that.
You got mine as well, bro. Just put in a triple shift at this point.
Alright, guys. I'll probably catch you on the other end, okay? See you in a bit.
Catch you in the next one, okay?
Take care. Good luck.
Alright.
See ya. Look at these KGs, Xavier. Neck at neck.
It's a -4 for Vessler on fantasy. The 13 deaths are going to be a big contributor
I was
to that.
taking the piss. To be honest, I know how it is, West, to be old. Do you have the link? I can get the fantasy, but do you have to face it?
Yeah, 2 secs. I'll DM you.
Thank you. Mods. Good job, mods, on doing the Preds. Brooklyn Banana, guys, vote. KSA +1, Simple +2.5.
Wait,
Gala
what?
+4.
Wait, I'm so sorry, chat.
Oh, you paid out the wrong.
Yeah, because fuck.
Ah, Xavier, bro. Xavier. Could never happen on Hardy _
No, it actually couldn't.
Actually couldn't. Could never happen.
Fuck.
Commander 6.
And there's no way out.
yeah.
There's no redemption here, is there? It's just cooked.
I don't think you can refund it.
No, once I press the button, it's gone. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Can happen to the best of us, bro. I just remember,
Yeah, it just
guys.
wasn't focusing, and if you don't focus...
Guys, just remember, okay? If you want more channel points, just subscribe to Commander X's stream and you should get more channel points than usual. How has Vasila died more than double than his support? Can you riddle me this?
I can't read it. I mean, it's the nature of the comp, right? He's forced to make all these aggressive moves.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to die when he makes an aggressive move, you know? That's...
He, like, doesn't, but he also is hard not to.
More than double than his support. Maybe if he's... Yeah, the stat line is 40 and 2 instead of 21 and 13, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one heals Vasila, true. But I'm pressing... Actually, right. There's a healing gap right there. Not his fault.
Wait, hold on.
Needs some heals. Maybe it's Fixer fault, actually. Maybe he's not taking the side.
Alright, I can't make it alright, but I feel like I can do something for the person who got scammed the most, right? I'll give him VIP. It's not quite the same.
That was me, by the way.
Like,
I got scammed the most.
As I've just gone back to check, it wasn't you.
Bro, I can't gamble. It's not allowed in my country.
Hold on, let me type it in right.
King Tom says he got scammed the most.
I mean, I've literally got the receipt, so it's not true.
He put a Kappa Ross now.
Oh, Wood Eater's already VIP? Fuck.
Bro, just give them $1 million at this point. It's nothing.
Yeah,
It's like chump change for you.
That's my bad, guys.
It's fine, Xavier. It's fine, bro.
I'm just, yeah. It's alright. There's always ways to gamble it back. Wood Eater says it's okay. If Wood Eater says it's okay, then that actually genuinely makes me feel better, Wood Eater. Thank you.
Right. I told you as well it's okay.
Yeah, but Wood Eater was the one who was scammed, you know, so that's like, you know, that's like when you kill someone, but then the family forgive you type thing.
Yeah,
you know that you can, now you understand.
This happened a lot of to me, actually. I hate when they don't forgive me, but most of the time they're fine with it. Okay, I'm looking at this team fantasy list because I see so many positive except Voisteller for VP. So right here, this fantasy, you have a positive of 6 for TM, and you actually have a positive of 0.534. 4.5 for VP. If Voisteller would have not lost as many points or went even, that would have actually been like more of a fantasy W for the side of VP. Like you see Gala, positive 4.5 on a losing map. Very impressive, to be honest. What?
Oh, sorry, I'm just ignoring you, but in the quest for redemption.
At this point, you should just give me $1 million as well. Please don't put ads during game. The ads are on minimum. I can run an ad real quick. I'm gonna run an ad for you. Can mods run ads?
No, they can pause them, but they can't run them.
Oh, really? I just want my mods to do everything.
Yeah, I think after my recent adventures, the mod should also do everything for me. There we go.
Bro. I just want my mods to do everything.
Oh, apparently editors can run ads.
Oh, it's time to give all my mods editor role. I'm gonna sit back and relax. I'm just here. All I do is I play some Overwatch and I flame my chat for being blind. That's my whole job.
Yeah.
And apparently, Smash has a massive ego because there's no tracer ban right here.
Ooh, he doesn't know Chris theory on this one. Thank you, Commander X, as well, for the 10 gifted.
What? Commander X for the 10 gifted?
It's
Thank
me.
you so much,
It's
dude.
my redemption.
Can you share the love, Commander X? Anyone here to share the love? Ice Gnome in Queen Lucio Moira comp. I actually really like this. I think better than the Mauga comp, maybe. You know, not as fat of a target, not that obese. I mean, to be honest, he's not obese. He's just got a lot of muscle on him. Okay, chunky boy, but Shockwave not. I mean, where the fuck? Like, how can you die there? You know, you can go into the floor unless he got flashbang, but there's no assist. So that must just be an unforced error by Shockers. And now they're just gonna walk up, clean this bad boy up.
So, the nature of this comp from Virtus.pro is a comp designed to go. This is a forward comp, looking for aggressive shout timings, and it's going to be UB and especially Simple, whose lives in theory should be made for hardest here. So, KSA, probably going to be in a situation where he's going to have to do a fair amount of peeling, just trying to look after his backline for some of these aggressive engages, if he can't force them early. But these shout timings are going to be the all-important one for Ice.
I actually think this Kiri ban is not good for TM. Like, in theory, I would want to see Simple on Kiri versus this comp, but he's gonna make it work. He's gonna look to make it work right here. I mean, this backline, they're so squishy. We just need one good engage. Very nice engage from Ice Gnome right there. Finding the shout / timing on the backline. Lamp is out, does nothing. TP away. KSA gonna try to hold down the point. Slash goes wide. Actually really important. Now Ice Gnome doesn't have any overhealth. He's kind of stranded on the point, just looking to get the flip. But Javu and Shockwave on the backlines getting the cleanup alongside with Fixer. Now KSA, he can't hold the hands, but he's still making a little bit of a stall happen. So now this is going to be in last fight territory. If TM wins one retake, this point is going to be over.
Yeah, it's actually quite good at forcing point here, the Virtus.pro comp, because it's awkward for KSA to touch into the Queen. Like you talked about earlier, it's a bit harder for UB just to like hard bully the tank versus this Queen, because there's just a few more ways to like dodge and dupe. So a little bit awkward for TM even though it's built in a lot of ways to survive some of these engages, it can be harder in these slow and pokier fights as well.
And now that there's no Kiri on the table, if Ice Gnome gets the Rampage online, it's gonna be devastating for TM.
Coalescence out, that's going through the shield.
So isolated.
Fixer only gets two.
With no wall. Yeah, I mean it's a wall, but he gets a pick on the beat. Maybe he can make it work. If this high noon, it's gonna catch on Javu. Shockwave close to that tectonic shock, but I don't think he can do anything with this.
No, Burrow underneath, gonna get the touch. They're flooding back a little bit here. They need to kill Shockwave quickly. KSA is on his case right now, looking for him. Will tidy it up. Few people staggering back in, but I don't think there's another touch going. No, I think maybe we need to. Go on.
Yeah, we can sync. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Rampage in the room to tell the fight. 28, 27.
Yeah, we're in sync. We're in sync. Just I paused it like as the Rampage was being cast. I don't know about that. I don't like it.
It's really bad. It's really bad, to be honest. Ice Gnome, in my opinion, with two big mistakes. Staying on the point, invest in the Rampage in this fight. This Rampage, it has to be a turning point versus the beat, versus the symbol. It cannot be used like this. TM, they can even touch realistically. They can touch, they can TP in KSA. Shout used, Okay, shout. Tectonic Shock hits nothing. I really don't know about these ults. And KSA is still touching. 2 ults invested. KSA is on. Shockwave under pressure. He doesn't know he can go into the floor. Somebody needs to tell him ASAP. KSA still has the remake bomb. And that's just crazy bad ult discipline right here. They're gonna maybe they can clean up. JVO under a lot of trouble, but Quartz under as much trouble. But the flashbang is good. Gala can get 1 kill, but no more miracles he can do.
Yeah, point still wasn't capped by anyone, so not the end of the world to die last here, but really big missed opportunity on 2 of their key ultimates there. I mean, Shockwave actually got decent damage with it in the end as they sort of TP'd away from them.
I think
no
not
kills.
too bad if he just goes into the floor after and just live. This Coalescence, it should be really good versus the Twisted Minds comp, but Astro is gonna have the sound barrier to answer. So there's no sound barrier overload for Fixer right now. TP High Noon just pushing for a kill. Can they find one? There's a lot of skull onto Ice Gnome. Gets a lot of burst. Now Astro, the right click damage. Astro doesn't feel like he needs to invest a beat. I feel like he should have invested the beat for the Coalescence. Maybe feels like he doesn't need it. Window comes out. Yubi solo HP. Astro choosing to not invest a beat. Simple. Gets a trade pick onto Shockwave. Astro still has the option to beat when if he feels like it, but Fixer at this point, he's gonna have the option to mirror it.
KSA has self-destruct as
Beat
well, so he's going to get D-Mag bombed.
It's just
off a
a
beat. It's no
beat.
one solo beat. He's knocked backwards as well. Disaster beat from Astro. We waited so long. We waited for that. But KSA, he is back in mech. Blade now on the backline. Lamp is out, but Lamp is still there. They traded.
It should be over. Astro's gonna bleed out. No, Astro lives with a sliver of HP. They're gonna convert the kill onto Quartz, but Astro's staying alive here. Maybe it's a turning point. KSA still has a lot of HP. He can get a one-shot to Fixer. Shows that not only Zed can do it, and they're gonna turn this fight, even with the massive rampage from Ice Gnome. JVO not getting value with the blade, but Ice Gnome nading so many targets, and Astro survives with 1 HP.
Yeah, I think maybe actually, yeah, I think the beat maybe did. I don't know if it actually got the Baby Diva. I don't know. Either way, it's
it didn't.
no. Yeah, I think I'm not sure exactly what it was. It was like a boot back as well, and that maybe made it worse for Astro too.
The overhealth on the Baby Diva was from
It's
the
just
perk.
the perk.
It wasn't.
Okay,
It wasn't on the beat. I looked. I was looking.
Okay, but either way,
I feel like
really
Astro
bad
should-
fight.
Yeah, I don't know, not too well executed from TM, but they're just so good in the mid fight. In all of these dogfights, KSA hitting a one-shot, Quartz hitting a one-shot, TP High Noon with the symbol right here. Ice Gnome under so much trouble, just goes down. Tank advantage now for TM on the point, still the symbol layering, and it should go cap. Shockwave is gonna stall it out a little bit, but he's gonna have to leave after this burrow. Gonna leave, can he stay alive? Yeah, he's gonna stay alive, probably. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, find out the choke here and they can stabilize and go again with Coalescence, but Astro is very close to having a beat to match this as well. And you see the danger of the High Noon TP there, just completely zones VP and separates them, then KSA can
always
pounce on
can get kills. Yeah,
Yeah.
always can get kills.
Coalescence now
TP
need
window.
pressure on it. Oh, it's a TP window. They're far away though, VP. Coalescence out in response. Just looking for KSA right now, but he's got window pocket. He's going to be okay here, KSA.
Pocket. They have to go for the backline more. Shockwave in with the burrow, but Cassidy pick just makes it impossible.
Yeah,
burrow gets flashbanged. Double flashbang.
Yeah, they eventually get Simple, but Yubi's doing such a good job just keeping Quartz and Simple away from all these engages. You see what Virtus.pro's comp want to do. They want essentially 5 people to be on the backline. It should, in theory, be Simple's life should be absolute hell. The fact that Simple hasn't even been bullied towards either like some kind of swap or even Moira himself or something. Obviously, he's
that's what I was thinking.
Bans,
I would think Simple would have to go Moira himself, but the backline dive playstyle that Virtus.pro has to execute, they're just not good at it. They're not doing it properly. Shockwave and Fixer peeking the High Noon for no reason.
There was
a beat timing.
He had beat, yeah. I mean, it was a lot. It was, you know, that map was. There was lots of things to still happen in that map for Virtus.pro to come back into it, but Fixer doesn't even give him a chance. They have the beat to match it.
Yeah, I don't know, Xavier. I feel like Shockwave is lacking the venture gene, you know, like. In my opinion, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I would do if I was their team. JVO really good on venture, you know? JVO really good on venture, but I don't know who... Like, I don't know what Shockers can pick that's gonna be good for him.
I mean, could
Like,
just Sojourn or something
maybe a
in it,
Sojourn.
honestly.
Sojourn
Yeah,
can be
like,
okay to
yeah.
follow the dives, because I feel like right now, like the Venture is a really good pick, you know, but they're not on the synergy. They're making mistakes, unnecessary. Like this dive, you see this on the replay that we have right here. We should have gotten that almost every fight, you know,
Yeah, like,
a collapse from every angle, shout engage in for your Venture, everyone collapsing, but it was either like Shockwave alone, somebody making a mistake, not even just like Shockwave, sometimes Ice Cube also getting caught out and disengaged. It just looked very split, like not well executed pushes from them.
yeah, I think as well, it's really, this is not a style we typically associate with Virtus.pro at all, right? This type
VP
of
just
super
want to
aggressive
play
style,
spammy, chill,
it's
you know.
and even when they play the brawl, it's a more controlled style. You know, this is really like, this is the sort of thing we maybe see like Alcadzia do sometimes. You know, when they play like the Sim Diva versions and stuff. I mean, to be fair, I think the Venture's a good option. I wonder if there's like a middle ground here where you say, what if we actually just take a closer version of the mirror? So we're just playing an Orisa comp, but we've got a Venture and you've got a Sim or something, you know? Something like that. And then they just take more of a straightforward matchup, because this is like, it's one of those comps, it's the same thing. Anytime you do something like this, right? You know it. You do something that is like a new comp, essentially, or something that people don't usually play. If it works, you're a genius. If it loses, you're idiots.
No, I think the comp really good, to be honest. I like the
theory,
comp, but
the theory works, but it's not it's a style that we don't see from VP a lot.
yeah, they banned, like, what was first ban? Like, it was a rum ban. I don't know if I like the rum ban. Surely you're back in your comp versus the rum sim, you know? Not like, I don't know.
I guess
it feels like a wasted ban.
Unless they're worried about the Queen ban, like they've been playing this in scrims and they know there's like, if they don't do it, then they're just gonna have the Queen ban.
Yeah, but you might still have the option with Mauga, you know? Like, it's still okay with Mauga. I think the Queen is better, objectively. But it's still good with Mauga, I think. Like, if I'm like them, I think what I would ban is I would ban Cass, you know? Such a struggle for Javu and Shockwave on these engages. Especially once he gets the major perk with the double flashbang. So much damage on the exit and basically impossible to miss your stun.
Good on the Venture as well, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, like I was watching Shockwave, he got caught off guard so much with the flashbang. Yeah, like even like a Diva for Ice Gnome at that point, if you leave Cass open, like either your engages need to be on point, or you need like so much more help for Shockwave, you know? Some metrics or something.
Yeah, I guess actually, I think you're maybe right. Like, in terms of actually, in many ways, the Diva was actually a better pick for KSA than playing the Ram in that comp.
Yeah, like,
it
I
actually
don't,
works
like,
out better for KSA.
Yeah. Like I don't think Ram is good with that comp, you know? Like, you just get run on, like, nothing to do. Like, your Sims should just die every fight. Yeah, you
like
should
a
just...
Moira or a Lucy or a Venture who's underground, and then you just, you know, like, you can still get kills and trade kills.
Yeah,
but
the
it's
slow
hard
is
to
still
actually
good
help
for,
your
like, the
backline.
Venture and stuff, you know? Like, but Diva, like, KSA getting so many meaningful one-shots there and stuff, you know? And, like, when you play this 5-man comp, like how Chris was saying, usually when you're playing a push comp where you're just setting Vessler on the backline like we saw on map 1, KSA holding over the point, but on game mode like Flashpoint, you actually don't mind if KSA is just on the point and you go actually 5 players around him and just kill his team and then go back to the point, you know? Giving the flip on Flashpoint, not too important, because you always basically have 2 fights per point.
Well, it's the same, like, compared to Hybrid or something, like, we see some of the problems, like, even though team have had success with Dorado, I think even when you ask them about it themselves, they're like, oh yeah, we have no idea how we win second, I think we just lose.
Yes.
You know, like, like, when they're in that position.
Yep.
What do I think about Doom into sim comps? I mean, I think the Doom
is good too.
It's good into it, but there's also a lot of heroes that just fuck up Doom right now as well. So it's like, good versus one thing, but bad against a lot of other things.
Yeah, there's always, like, Cass can make it hard too, but Doom can work. I mean, all of these heroes like Doom, Diva, Queen, Mauga, they can all work, I really think, but yeah, I mean, Ice Doom is good for it on the Doom, but it's the same issues you will run into, like, as Venture versus Cass, you know? Your engage needs to be really clean. Okay, let's make a sync up just in case. 4, 3.
Just works.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, Twisted Minds on the signature comp. First ban, Sim.
Yeah.
Ah, they're not listening to Chrissy G123. should have been a Tracer ban. But finally, Shockwave is off Venture. So now onto a comfort pick with the Sojin. A character he's really strong at. Javu, he should back himself in the 1v1 versus Yubi. If he cannot get a consistent gap out of that, it's such a big issue for Virtus.pro. Mauga as well. Mauga, Lucio. Yeah, go on.
This is where they should have the advantage now, but we have seen Mauga struggle in every region across the world. Virtus.pro now relying on it to bail them out of this series. Pressure onto him. They get Astro as well, Jaewoo. Yeah.
Lamp as well onto the Mauga. Really good. Lamp after the Mauga engage. If you get this good turn value and then you're able to save your Mauga with your Bub CDs, maybe it can work out. It seems like it worked out in that first fight, so maybe they can replicate that. Gala also of saving Bestula, getting so much of that window charge. It's not going to be any ult to answer for TM once he gets that window online.
Yeah, quick window here, so TM's options will just be to disengage. Early fight, scraps just happening inside here. Vestla's involved, he's taking a lot. Simple with the Suzu. Gala doesn't have the window yet. And this one is for free right now. It just, a brawl happened there. And some of the problem with Mauga is it does just sort of become a real feet size check. If you're hitting the stomps, you're hitting the slams, everything goes your way. If you can't find them in these situations, you sometimes just sign your own death warrant.
I mean, it's very, like, Mauga is such a, like, you need to know when to engage, you know? You need to know when to engage. If you take a bad engage, you need to hit the slam, you know? For the overhealth, for the damage resistance. But, like, you need to have the patience and know what you're doing. But now, window pulse bomb gonna come out. But Twisted Minds, now they're gonna have ults to answer. But nice connection! Rail connection from Shockwave into clip from Javu. And the window's gonna come out. Oh, but Javu caught between everything. Trades coming out, but tank is running for Vestola, and he's still very healthy on this Mauga. Kitsune Simple wants to win it right here.
He's gonna fight everyone as well. He's taken on Shockwave. Finds a little dink onto Shockwave, but no kills, most importantly for Simple. And this Kitsune rush hasn't really found the value Simple was hoping for. He's still throwing dinks in there. He's fighting everyone, but he's completely outnumbered. And it's going to be a weighted Kitsune rush and a late death for Simple.
Yeah, so hard for Vestola to battle that Kiriko in the Kitsune rush. So very good option for him to get out, let his team take over, come back after Kitsune rush. Now, Twisted Minds, they're taking a 4v5, but maybe they're good for it. A lot of connections onto Shockwave. Pulse connecting, Javu gets the better of Yubi on the side, KSA with the Annihilation, Fixer with the beat. There's not going to be any response from Twisted Minds.
They're trying to get back shots on KSA. He's got one more form, but he's still so weak. He's holding his hands. Jawu again.
Is gonna go down, and Astro doesn't get the ult. Gonna invest the Ray, but I think it's too little, too late. KSA doesn't have a form. They need to find this connection right here. It should be. They should be fine.
Yeah, good pulse. Yeah, good pulse in the end. Trying to play for a trade here is UV.
And they also invested the boulder shot and the orbital ray. I really think KSA life was done there. I know they think sometimes they can keep him alive, but there's just so much. There's only so much he can hold his hands up against. Sometimes it's gonna be done. Yubi
the hands will get tired.
Yes, the hand get tired. Gotta get sore sometimes. Yubi now over to the Mei.
Now coming through,
window slam engage, slam goes right, but Yubi gonna go down with this window swing. Yubi over to the Mei. I don't think Mei makes sense at all. Where's the comp? I think he should stay over to the Tracer, but maybe this, this is good for them.
Yeah, they're going to get Gala late, which means VP are going to take the meters they can get, but eventually we'll have to give a little bit of space. Quartz now coming back. Yeah, the Mei's an interesting one. They can try. There's a few ways you can use the wall. Obviously, you can trap the Malgarim the same way you classically wall a tank here. You can even use it to just try and protect yourself from the stomp, stop some of the engage going as well. But Yubi's also become a prime target for these stomps. And Overclock coming back, Kitsune rush in response, Shockwave, shot down.
Is just gonna wide swing it. Vestola is gonna go down here, inevitable death for Vestola. That should be a fight win for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, the idea from Vess is you're going in, you're probably in big trouble, but can you create the space, the opportunity for Shockwave to find more value during that time? But Shockwave taken down beforehand, so Just doesn't work.
Simple challenging Javu, hitting the dink. He has to grab the health back out of the fight for a tiny bit. KSA close to the annihilation. He's gonna be unkillable. Gala over to the Kiriko now. Shockwave gonna redeem himself from the last fight and is gonna find the opening pick onto Funny Astro. Yubi gets a trade, but it's not gonna be enough. Need to deny any more trades from Quartz, and yeah, they make it happen. And it's gonna be a ping pong, no ults invested from either side, and fight victory from Virtus.pro off of Shockwave's pre-fight pick.
Really nice one from Virtus.pro. They have to be careful in this next fight, though, because Yubi's getting very close to that Mail, which means if Vesta ever stomps in, it's an easy freeze for Yubi. Guaranteed to lock him up in that. Obviously, the Suzu can cause some issues, but should be an easy one. We've actually walled Vessler into a corner here now, trying to poke him. Rat form's
Very
been
good
used
D
from
pick
KSA.
from Vessel. I like this patience. I really love this patience. Sometimes you don't have to go wait for the good engage. You can hard hold this corner and just double gun everyone that wants to come close to you.
Yes.
Don't have to engage. Now they're choosing to engage, but KSA is actually in a lot of trouble, getting double angled. Annihilation comes out just to save him, and they're gonna kite it. But now they're onto Shockwave, but a 5-person beat from Fix, and Astro in so much trouble. Shockwave is gonna connect his railgun. J with the pulse bomb. And Yubi, he's not gonna connect this Mailed. Good work from West. LOSing this Mailed. KSA gonna go down late, and it's complete disaster for Twisted Mind. Ray, Mailed, Annihilation invested. Only the beat and the pulse bomb from Virtus.pro. Very nice fight from them. And Yubi back over to the Tracer and Funny Astro on the Lucio.
Yeah, just taking a more similar matchup now, but TM have a long way back in this one here. Quartz is going to have the overclock, as will Shockwave, but a cage Kitsune Rush.
Shockwave
Big problem.
starts.
Shockwave starts it. Quartz looking for an option to respond right now, but they seem to have DP'd it, but Shockwave finds it! Quartz is trading as well.
Finds a shot as well.
Kitsune Rush in, Shockwave is so low, Simple's going to deal with that, and Quartz will be able to clean up in the end. There's a Malga behind as well. They make it work there, but that was Kitsune and just a 2-for-2 trade ultimately there. So not the worst for TM, but no ults as they go towards middle. Vesta has cage.
If Gala could have had the presence of mind to maybe save the Kitsune Rush, would have been better, but still not bad. 2-for-2 in their spawn, and you're coming back with an ult advantage. Even cage pulse bomb combo, if needed in the late fight, they should be good for it. Shockwave taking the coast angle, gonna challenge Quartz right here. Vestala is taking so much damage!
Yeah, looking for it, he's running for the health pack, it's not there! He still has the cage, but he's lost Shockwave. Positive trade still for TM now, and Vestala, he can't go for this ult trade anymore. A huge fight for Twisted Minds to win. No ults available. Jaber with one, he has a pulse bomb. There was a moment there where I thought he might go for it, but it's only a Tracer trade at the end.
Yeah, good trade from Javu. Simple on a different wave as well. Yubi might have to go to pick him up, but he's gonna choose to sub early. So there's gonna be card push stopped right here off the trade from Javu. Still combo available, but Funny Astro charged up to that beat. So just patience right here. Patience. Force the Ramatra form. Already forced it. Maybe Javu gets the pick on
no Suzu?
No Suzu from Simple.
Yeah, I guess it was not available, and now they're going to deal with Yubi inside as well. Vesta's going to stomp on it as well. Big pressure onto KSA. He has the Annihilation. He wants to turn it, and there's a beat in play as well. But here comes the cage from Vez. Yubi's died outside of this. KSA's Annihilation goes nowhere. Astro, I think, sensibly chooses not to invest for beat there.
Good decision.
But there's late kills here still, and TM are starting to run out of time.
Yeah, Gala gonna charge up to that Kitsune Rush, so now it's gonna be 2 ults versus 2 ults right here, 2 supported. Thank you so much, MT, for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, MT. Okay, now, double supported versus double supported. Kitsune Rush to start from Gala, Simple to mirror. Beats are gonna come out next, but KSA under so much pressure on this Kitsune Rush. Vessela has the clear advantage with the double gun speed and Vessel, but Vessela goes down before Fixer. Fixer can connect that beat.
Chance now for TM.
Again, I think ropey decisions from BP. If you just use 1 support ult and you get 2 out, you should be so happy, but they keep wanting to win this fight. You don't have to win the fight. You have such an 80-meter lead, but it's okay. Javu was behind, lurking with a pulse bomb. Slight ult advantage if Javu can connect this one. Shockwave gonna look to start with this overclock. Rum shield forced, so Shockwave has a free overclock, but he's under a lot of pressure. Gonna push with the clock right here. Timing is in. Quartz also with the clock. Vestala 1 HP.
Quartz jumping back up now. Opportunity Vest is half HP, more pressure onto him as well, but nothing found with either overclock. Both teams are going to reset. KSS Annihilation is going to be the next fight, but maybe a tricky situation to get out of here for VP. They've got some players stuck behind as well. Shockwave's got no way out of that.
Kill though. Trade was trade. Shout comes out for Vestler and the gang. Gala staying alive right here. Gonna shift. We're gonna shift in right here, staying alive on the backline. Vestler, KSA, now he's gonna be, he's gonna be forced to always be on point. But they're making some good rotations around it. Everyone's getting the memo. Vestler engaging right here, hitting the slam onto KSA. A lot of burst damage. Gala in a lot of trouble. Shockwave gonna get the kill onto Astro. Yes.
Astro nearly had
right
beat.
Here. Quartz, bad slide from Quartz. It's gonna be a fight win.
And that's just it. Virtus.pro not giving up without a fight here. Really nice kills at the end there. Astro was so close to beat. They did a great job. After Shockwave dies, they did such a great job stabilizing and just realizing TM are going to get pulled to point. They can regroup. And now, all of a sudden, they can find a way. Group back up. Just take another fight. They take it quickly as well, so TM aren't properly set up. And there we go.
To be honest, I think this comp that VP is playing, it should be good with the sim version as well. It should be good with the sim version. So let's see if they can make it work now that the sim ban is out.
Oh wait, I actually might have to kill one of my mods.
Yeah, did they fuck it up again, bro?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
No way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Oh, he's gifted 5. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be right back.
Aye, guys. What a disaster. Thank you, monkey. Appreciate you. KSA with a minus 2.5 in this one. Yubi with a minus 6. That's biting in the ass. Minus 6 versus Javus 10. That's a tracer gap for sure. Usually Yubi was decently good for it, but this map he went 14-11. Not too good. Usually Yubi he has been good for it once his sim has been banned out. But yeah. Astro 0 going even. Fix are doing really well here now that his Lucio isn't banned. Vestler with a 6.5 versus KSA minus 2.5. I've had another of scammed X. I'm hangout here. Why didn't they full mirror? I remember KSA was good at Mauga. Yeah, he's good at Mauga. I don't know, they can full mirror if they want to. Yo, Sam, thank you so much for your tier 1, dude. Much appreciated. And thank you again, MT, for the 5 gifted earlier. Thank you so much. Look at the difference between Astros and Fixer's healing. Yeah, but Astro was on Juno for most of this. Astro was on Juno for most of this. You have to consider that. Same for, like, if you want to compare numbers, like Simple, he was on Kiri the entire time. Gala was on Bab and then on Kiri. Fixer was on Lucio the entire time. Astro was on Juno and then on Lucio. What's up, bye Chili's? Hello to Mexico. It seems like VP doing really well, but that map is good for Mauga. That map is good for Mauga, and Sim is banned. Can they make the same happen, going to a map that is less good for Mauga and when Sim is open? Like, what map are we going to? Escort is still open, right? So TM might pick Circuit? Circuit for TM next? What would they ban? Now they don't have to protect DPS anymore. Mauga ban? I don't know. Mauga is not that strong on circuit. What would you ban if you're... Yep, it's 2-1. What would you ban if you're TM? Oh, but you're TM. TM bans first. You can have a bite. Maybe a Larry, good ban. I would ban Soj. I was thinking about the Venture ban, but I don't know if they will. Ask Chris. Okay, slap your shiny bald head. I feel like Venture ban could be good. You can only slap my shiny bald head if you subscribe to my stream. Do we need Psycho in? I don't think so, because Sim is forever open. Hardy mods don't do wrong payouts. That's true. Yeah, we're on circuit as expected, but I don't know what TM will ban. I think Venture could be the best one. I don't know what else. Venture or Larry?
I'm back.
And I saw that bag, Xavier. Is
You
it
saw
that
the bag?
Mackie D's bag?
There's 2 fucking bags. Yeah. Hold on.
It's fine, just share with the class whenever
Give me
you
some.
feel like it.
Give me some rustling, mate. Do you want some chips?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, it's starting.
Yeah.
One
Very
mouthful of
strange
chips.
pick from TM. No warm. I told you they're gonna pick circuit, bro. You are cooked. Just listen to me. Just sit back and relax and listen to me, okay? Turn your brain off and listen to me, okay?
Sit back and enjoy the show. Oh. Okay.
Bap ban right
Actually,
here.
Ben. So, TM, Bat ban. And VP gonna play Kiri Lucio here, so not
Fire ban.
inviting this at all.
I was thinking it would be a Venture ban or a Venture ban or an Alari ban. Very surprised with the Bap ban. But seems like Simple wants to opt for the Alari.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides once he sees the comp here, but again, the onus is going to be on Virtus.pro, but the wall timings to punish here, difficult onto a ram. We know how much KSA likes to have his hands up here, and he forces an ice block early. It's a defensive wall only from J-Boom. Already on the back foot here, BP, and they're the ones actually getting forced all the way out.
Yeah, with this Lucio Kiri comp, they don't have too much damage. Astro actually gonna deal more damage than Fix right here in the straight, and Simple obviously a lot of damage. They need to look for these close angle engages. I don't know if I like them to be on the Ram May. Just feels like they playing into Twisted Mind's hands. Just gonna go frontline trade. I really prefer more of a Venture, Tracer, Genji, Mauga, whatever. But let's see.
Oh,
Shockwave!
Good win.
That's why they banned Freya, because Shockwave thinks he can win the 1v1. Not enough healing onto Shockwave though. Yubi with the side TP angle, he's gonna get the better of him.
Trying to stabilize in here in this room with the Ram and the Mei, and they can for now, but they have to be very careful. Garlandly has a Kitsune rush to get them out of trouble here. As the pressure comes on, Yubi is fully charged. Wall comes out, KSA will be okay, but here's the Kitsune rush. They have to go backwards here, but KSA's a long way out. Vessela looking for a kill, but can't kill Yubi.
We need to
KSA
kill, we
is
need
so
to confirm
low.
somebody
He's
on
so
KSA.
low. Got it.
Yeah, good enough, good enough.
That'll do, that'll
Really
do.
good. And that's what happens when you play a comp that it takes more damage. As long as you're good for it to surviving, you're gonna get your supporters first and you can win the fight by that. And this The Mayotte from Jehu, so strong, was either the orbital ray or the Symmetra wall by Yubi. So they're actually in a really good ult situation. Fixer speed so strong as well.
Yeah, it can undo a lot of this. If Blizzard connects on a meaningful target, it can undo a lot of this ult advantage. It makes the Annihilation hard to use. They're going to TP for the angle here, but the Wolves made it awkward for Simple. He's just trying to use it as cover. Annihilation comes out, Simple over the top. So many more ults for TM. Need a freeze, need a freeze. Yubi's frozen. Captain Sun over the top to try and turn these kills. Vesta's going to block some of the damage. Jabu is still low. The overclock bow is killed too. They deal with everything. They have to use everything to survive at TM, but the ult advantage gets them over the line in the end.
5 ults versus 3 ults right here for TM, but they don't mind, honestly. It's very important to cap these points. 5 versus 3, you're honestly happy with that. Now you're gonna be in a snowball position, getting some important angles, starting early.
High ground already.
Pick. They're actually starting here. I think they're gonna opt to stay here, maybe. Oh, no, they're gonna TP back.
Just trying to waste a bit of time, yeah.
Yeah.
Overclock out now from Shockwave, trying to take a bit of space.
Slide.
Needs to connect to shot damage, but Simple shuts him down.
Such an aggressive slide.
And now Quartz is pushing in. He's got the backline in his sight. Simple's going to be cleaning all of this up as well. Fixer's going to try and escape, and this payload's moving the entire time right now. VP are going to reset. They have a Kitsune rush for retake, but look how far forward TM are holding now.
They're gonna make it so hard for VP, but Javu on the sim. Maybe they can TP under. Good shout
TP
from
under, they're
Javu,
going
TP
for it as
under
well.
into Kitsune Rush and flipping the map. Good presence of mind from Javu, that the only way to counter this is for TP under, but Gala is gonna trade in all of this. Very important for Fixer to stay alive. Good connection with the TP onto Yubi, and it should be a cleanup. Very nice presence of mind from Javu to know this cross is gonna be so hard. We need a TP to get around this.
Yeah, because it doesn't even need to be necessarily successful or cleanly successful to TM. It can just waste so much time, and if VP are forced to rush, suddenly they can't clear stuff, and then the cap just goes through. So the TP just takes all of that drama away from the decision here. Huge fight for VP to win. Now they've got the best part of the map to hold, this high ground, and it's a slope retake here, but TM still have Sim as well, so they can TP to try and get around this as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slightly earlier symbol from Yubi. Overclock to start here.
Captive Sun.
Overclock, Captive Sun to follow it up. They're really stacked right here, but
Let's
one
suck it
cleanse
here.
could deny all of this. Yeah, I mean it's just a cleanse. Nobody is getting bombed right here. Vesla gonna take a book out of KSA and just gonna hold up these hands. Symbol comes out. Javu close to another symbol. Vesla, he needs to cancel ult and get another form. Yeah, he should be fine right here. Gonna get another form. Annihilation to keep going. The beat to counter it out. Very nice speed from Fixer, and they probably don't even need the symbol. Maybe they're gonna opt to invest it with the trade pick though, because KSA is very scary just holding those hands up. I think Jay, yeah, he's gonna invest. Gonna invest it. TM is pretty happy with that. TM is pretty happy with that. Looked like Javu, he was really trying to hold the symbol, but with the equalizing pick from Quartz, it was too scary to do it. Orbital Ray now from Funny Astro. Can they catch him out? Vessler, pre-fight pick onto Simple. That's so important in this ult trade.
Yeah, great opening pick, and now the Ray's still trying to push forward, looking for more kills. Yubi is charged up, but he is run over, bulldozed by Vessler, and they've won the frontline trade, Ben. That's not how it's meant to go, Ray versus Kitsune Rush, but VP find a way, and they hold on to second here. 1 minute left.
Yep. To be honest, with this slow perk, I'm not sure how good Juno is, Xavier. You get this, Juno goes aggressive with an orbital ray, but the slow, it's almost like a mini Terra Surge. You just pull the Juno down, so much focus onto her. Astro's gonna opt for the Lucian now. We're in a full mirror now. Full mirror. Shockwave has the option to start early with the overclock. Quartz gets it a second later. Probably gonna opt to go first. Gets a really important shot.
Ooh.
Gonna clock. Shock is gonna clock back though. Now Quartz is gonna go next with clock turn. But Fixer, such a big beat advantage.
Annihilation too.
Just swapped over the Lucio. Yeah, Annihilation beat advantage. They just need to not get picked here by Quartz. They're in last fight territory. If they get the beat and the Annihilation out, like into Quartz, it should be good for them. But they can't.
Dead. TP
down first. But Gala, important trade onto Yubi, Annihilation to stall it, and Fixer speed. It should seal the deal if they can convert onto a squishy. Everyone won on the side of Twisted Minds. They're gonna keep going with down area. Yeah,
Oh,
Astro
good
goes
kill.
down before beat 25 off. Simple with a Kitsune rush. He wants to keep going. He needs to keep going. Goes down though. KSA, he can only hold the hands, but he's getting shot from every side.
He's
The
all
hands
alone.
are not good. He doesn't have hands everywhere. And he's gonna go down. Second point hold. Really good hold for Circuit.
So there was 2 fights in there. The retake one and then the Ray versus Kitsune fight where VP were really not favoured to win those situations, but they win both of them. Really well played. And this is such a beatable distance here.
Yes,
TM
for
actually up
sure.
against it.
And you see the payload. Actually, the payload is not right at the end of second point. A lot of clutches happen right at the end of second point. So they, Twisted Minds, once they're gonna have to disengage from Virtus.pro push, they cannot go all the way back into the choke and ping pong the point. Actually, really good like distance that VP chose to stop the payload.
Yeah, 15-1 for Vess in this one as well. Damage at a slight disadvantage, but right in the mix there. He loads of
honest,
mitigated damage. Yeah.
Yeah, when we are pressing tab yesterday, KSA always had in the RAM mirror, in any sort of mirror, he always had like 6k more, you know, over everyone he played with, 6k more damage. He always uses these like form timings to just damage trade, resource trade, and then live with a shield and then get his next form to block. Oh,
Listen,
this
listen.
You wanna go sim?
Yeah. maybe 준호 일리얼, 대건 준호 일리얼.
Yeah.
Shim,
Let's just walk out and TP on right side, maybe.
I'm going shim.
See that come. That will come.
Ram, Ilari.
Sim.
Yeah.
Large top left, I think.
Shim, Shimilari the top.
Yeah. Just ignore them.
Yeah.
You wanna ignore?
Oh,
I think it's right top.
Yeah, I can. I'm ready.
Okay, we can take
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I'm ready.
Fight! Juno!
Juno one side.
Astro maybe caught out. So good at surviving, but Yubi goes down.
Yeah. Ilaria.
I need help.
Ilari
Oh.
answer.
They're still
Ilaria.
up. Good kill.
Just keep trading. We come back fast.
Little bit slow.
Down me. 소장 팔,
리비.
소장.
Nice, good trade.
You're Gabby.
준호 going there.
Oh, nice kill from Shockers.
Oh, baby can't.
Wrestler over to Orisa. I don't know if I like this. I like it in theory, but never seems to work out too well versus TM's comms.
No, yeah, we'll see how it matches up, but KSA more than familiar with this type of matchup, even though a lot of the time we see Ram struggle into the Orisa. Now, KSA punching early, trying to keep him on the back foot here. No ults just yet. It might actually be Simple's Captive Sun that comes into play first, but eyes on these TPs. They're just trying to poke their way around at the
Fake
choke.
TP.
It's a fake TP.
Farming
Just
the
a
red
sync turret
off the
through.
fake.
The Shockwave
Oh,
now
KSA
comes
is
through this.
just
Wait,
down.
what? How can that happen? KSA is
KSA
dead.
is so good at surviving, but he goes down first to absolutely nothing, while Shockers is also just shooting a TP for the entire fight.
The
Don't
TP
know how
out is
that
bad
can
as
happen.
well. Yeah, so they don't get the
Yeah.
full TP out, so of course it's going to get caught late. Now a
Simple-
Captive Sun.
He
It's
got speared!
cancelled!
He got speared!
What a spear by Vessler out of the air, and any chance to turn this
And
fight
KSA
is just
scored again!
cooked. TM crumbling here at the crucial juncture. Mistakes uncharacteristic from these players. Simple hands off keyboard, just needs the reset, and now it's Twisted Minds who have to do the difficult retake.
It's a champ one sun in the skybox right there. So many good ults now for Virtus.pro. Simple over to the Ana. I don't know if I like this at all. No symbol even for Yubi right here. This fight, it could be over. That
This
could
is
be
it,
mad
5
if
to go.
Yubi doesn't get symbol right here. Overclock to start, overclock to answer from both Sojourns. Earlier symbol from Javu, but it's
That's
a very
not good.
defensive
It's not
symbol.
good.
Bad. Oh! Shockwave! Fires
That's the
the
pick.
shot.
TP
That's the
forward
pick
as well.
they need.
They have. Oh,
KSA
KSA
goes
dies
down.
without annihilation.
KSA,
Terrace.
usually he never goes down like that. They're gonna invest all the ults to try to clutch, but it's gonna be too little, too late.
Yeah. Whoa. What a way to lose a map. That's a tilter for TM.
Yep.
Disaster. They
How is-
had. I mean, Ray Annihilation, even with the pick onto Quartz, it is far from
Yeah,
over,
it's
right?
fine.
Because Ray is so powerful.
Yubi 90% to the symbol, and Javu used his very bad position. If
Yeah.
Yubi just gets the symbol, and usually like we said on map 1, if you remember when we were in the call with Chris, usually a 1-up member disadvantage doesn't hurt TM that much because KSA just puts up those hands, but he was just not putting up his hands. That defense at all, no hands up, just dies over and over again, dies with the annihilation, orbital ray goes out after KSA is down. Symbol doesn't even get charged up in time, and it's just over for TM.
Yeah, I mean, crazy as well, because, yeah, like you said, like, you need a bit of time to get Symbol right, but Ray and Annihilation, these are great ults to buy you time to get that last bit of a Symbol, you know?
Yep. I mean, it was 90%, it's 2 right clicks, and you have a rum with form into shield, into ult, into form, you know? You have 3 forms
so
and a
hard.
shield. Yeah.
I mean, like, again, like...
Oh, you see that spear? You see that?
Oh, no, I was... wait, I'm gonna rewind, so we'll have to resync.
You can get a rewind, yeah.
Oh, it's from Simple's POV as well?
Yes.
Yeah, great. That's why you always go with Rissa into TM.
to be honest, I don't even know this captive sun attempt. Like, obviously it's a great spear, you know, from Vessler, don't get me wrong, but like Gala has cleansed, you know. Gala, like, it's gonna connect onto Shockers, he's gonna get cleansed, you get the cleanse out. Well, I mean, I don't know, you know. Quartz is not even spawned at this point, by the way.
They're trying to rush the retake, right? So what they need for the retake is you kind of have to ult early, right, to make up for the fact that you don't have any position, you don't have that, but Captive Sun is such a rough one to start with.
Yes, Captive Sun just doesn't get enough value right there. If it would be an overclock instead, it can get kills and it can get you space, but like this Captive Sun, even if it connects, I don't think anything happens. Especially considering that KSA, like, wait, let me look, I'm rewinding as well a lot. I think KSA probably used the form to walk faster out of spawn, then takes Yubi's TP, and then goes to touch and just gets one shot after his second form comes out. Like before his second form comes out. So even if that, like, I mean, that spear is swag, you know? So let's just say it made all the difference.
Wolf makes a good point that maybe he actually needed it just to live as well, because he was worried about, like, they were pushing him and he didn't want to get staggered. So yeah. Yeah,
War says also wanted to live. To be honest, like, if that connects, at least we got the cleanse out. If KSA doesn't do the mistake of using his form, you know, maybe he can touch without the form because he had an EP as well. But now we see the signature.
They got full health here last time.
Yeah, TM full health on this one last time. They're so strong on this King's Row. Literally since like 3 seasons, they always love this King's Row. King's Row, their favorite map, was good for Pharah back in the day when they were playing the Pharah console with Lapta. And now they still just love King's Row, and they played so well yesterday.
Yeah, it was a great King's Row, and honestly, well, after they won that King's Row yesterday, I actually thought that was TM that was the turning point for TM, and it was going to be map 5 was going to be theirs as well.
I thought so too, but now we're in the same situation, you know. We think map 5 is gonna be theirs, maybe because they picked their good King's Row, but VP right now, they have all the momentum, Xavier.
Yeah, it's 2-2, right? The teams are evenly matched, but the momentum here, 2 maps in a row for Virtus.pro, and that last round for Circuit Royale. And this is a test of mental now for TM in terms of resetting themselves, ironing out these mistakes, because these are the sort of things, this can snowball, right? Like, these are... How often when we've watched TM this season are we talking about, like, oh yeah, just classic KSA dying without using form, classic this, you know, like this never happens, so... TM needs to reset mentally.
KSA, just the unkillable boulder, usually. Unkillable boulder. Everything can go dead around him, but he stays alive. But that circuit defense, so uncharacteristic. But if they can just dial in, get the motivation speech from Yubi.
So Lucio banned from TM.
Lucio ban from it's a good Lucio ban. It's a good Lucio ban. VP banned Lucio first map, right?
Yes, they did. Yeah, but all the way back on Busan, if I remember right.
Yeah, all the
did,
way
yeah.
back on booster. And you remember we were saying that it actually like it ended up hurting VP because Fixer is not that good on the double flags. Like we're not that strong on the Juno Kiri because Fixer cannot play the Juno onto the level of Astro or Gala, but he can also not play the Kiri on the level of Simple. But we're saying the Cassidy pick the Cassidy ban that I was
Is it
mentioning
Venture?
earlier. Yes, this is gonna make the Venture so much easier. You're gonna play into most likely a 2 flags sim composition. Yeah, we're on the Bub, Juno, Symmetra, Venture, or even Tracer. It's gonna be so strong for JV right here. We're gonna be on the 6 damage Tracer. No Brick, no Lucio, no Cassidy. Javu, he has the opportunity to take over the lobby, really, I think so, Xavier.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to limit him a little, like, it's always a difficult first point for Tracer, I feel like sometimes, but there's a lot of map to play still,
for sure.
Also, there is also an option where Fixer can just go Brig here as well, right? Like, he can just swap to Brig, and it won't be as strong in these side fights, but it at least is like, he can still support Jawu, and they can at least maybe neutralize the side fight, even if they can't dominate it.
Yeah. All eyes on Javu and Vestala though. We were saying this first point hard for Tracer, but in my opinion, more on the attack, hard for Tracer to get in or listen in.
They're all tanks, spam here, have no form. Uri and me, it's fine. Uri's on, it's
Yeah, reloading. You're okay. You have speed.
Kill one. Kill speed.
Press top now.
Come on, Kitty.
Good kill.
What the fuck?
Race behind. Wait, three behind.
Pocket sim if you want to win.
Press is still behind.
3 points, come. Back on top.
Aman.
No recon. Quick lamp.
Nice.
Press top right.
Let's go. More, guys. More.
Yeah, go shoot the spawn.
More!
Pocket newbie. Keep going and pocket newbie.
A rallying cry from TM's leader as they get a decisive first point, and now trying to reverse this moment. No signs of that Circuit Royale in their play at all here, TM.
Yeah.
Dominant on that first one here.
To be honest, just a crazy first fight from Quartz, connecting those shots, getting the cleanse, TP out, and then connecting even more shots. But yeah, Fixer, kinda yummy, as Chris told us earlier, goes down first on the Kiriko. Now, Vestala back over onto the Ram instead. KSA 1 HP, Lamp goes out, he should be okay. There's gonna be a window to back him up, but Simple could be under pressure. Javu, you need to make use of the 6 damage Tracer right here, but he's too scared to push, even though he has recoil. He's gonna set for Pulse Bomb instead.
Oh, he misses it in the corner!
Hit some damage though. Takes damage from the Pulse Bomb. Vestala gets a nice pick over onto Quartz.
Yeah,
they
reset here, but
if they
player
want to
advantage.
keep going. Yeah, I mean they're gonna fight a little bit.
Simple's
Shockwave, Bowler shot. It should be a cleanup. Yeah, it should be a cleanup from now.
Yeah, Simple ended up on the left-hand side there, but Fixer and Jawu were right there.
Don't get traded.
And now they can hold this choke, and this is a great place to hold on King's Road. So difficult.
Simple onto Ana. No more buff. I don't know if I like the Ana, to be honest.
Yeah,
I feel like Simple, if I was Simple, I would go over to the Kiri mirror. I would back myself. Ana versus the Kiri right here into an attacking situation. Simple, so good. His individual play, maybe he can make it work, but Quartz also so good with the individual play. Is gonna find the kill. But Fixer, Waterfall ult on the backline. I think Vestala can connect into this. Is gonna get the pocket. Very nice commit. No cleanse for this nade. But Vestala is gonna have the annihilation to keep going. He can nice connection from Fixer. He needed to hit that shot. Shows that he can do it. Vestala, he's fine around this health pack. Oh, Fixer hitting a lot of digs onto KSA. So much pressure. Basically solo force out the annihilation. Now Vestala can hold his hands and get the later annihilation. Just to stay alive. Vestala gonna pop it. He's going back shot. No pocket.
No pocket there. I think Vest thought the rest of his team was closer, but they weren't quite there yet. They needed more time. Vest could have just walked away from that and just saved the annihilation as well.
Yeah. I think Vestala, maybe he had to annihilation, but I feel like with correct spacing, he could have for sure survived that situation.
Yeah, now he's going to risk it for the retake here, but it's going to be an awkward
now there's going to be a beam, an orbital railed Symmetra on the point versus Orisa touch, no ult. We need a miracle. And Vestala is still living a miracle.
Yeah, in the back, Vest has to
shot
live.
connection. Need to keep Vess alive. He cannot. His CDs are running out. Quartz is gonna find the equalizing pick.
Nice.
Gala finds another pick, but Vessler is just down. The tank pressure is too much. Even with a miracle spear, there's just not much to be done. Yeah, and it's gonna be point over.
It's kind of the upsides and downsides there. The Orisa is not as good into the Symmetra, but you do have some of that pop-off potential.
Yeah,
and now
backline pressure with Javu. But to be honest, the Rum should be fine for Vessela. He did one mistake from up to the Rum, even though he would have gotten the slow perk. Yubi though making a mistake here as well, but pocket Yubi, pocket Yubi.
Nano on him too.
And Nano, defensive nade and Nano comes out. Vessela is gonna get shredded right here. He doesn't have the ult to back him up.
Yeah, Kitsune rush, but not enough pocket. Now Yubi harassing the high ground as well. They just need a clean fight here, but Jaewoo was in the backline. Yubi's coming to deal with this Fixer. Jaewoo threat behind as well. But Fixer's a right nuisance for him now. They're trying to just rotate forward, ignoring these players behind. Quartz keeping his eyes on it, but they are in the middle of a
over
pincer
to
now,
the Diva, just playing mystery heroes. Everyone at this point has double perks, while Vessler swapping to heroes without any perks.
Need this to
like
connect.
this
Oh, it's good! What a stick from Jaewoo. The trades will get him out of it. Vessel's been demexed here. There's an annihilation on point. They still need more trades. There's no ults yet from Virtus.pro. KSA hands up on point. Jaewoo getting beamed by the turrets, zapped by the annihilation. He's still playing for it. Ray to make sure the job is done. And TM with a 2-minute 46 time back.
VP, they just keep making these miracles happen when they need it, but these point forcing ults in TM's pocket, they're just too strong. Symmetra wall, Nano for Yubi just to shred the tank, Annihilation, Orbital Ray to pocket Yubi. There's just not much to do, really not much to do. I really think Vessler, he needs to stay on over to the Ram. He needs to.
It was working really fine, right? Because the nature of TM's comp, in a weird way, they didn't actually invest anything in the side fight, you know, playing like Juno, Anna. They were all just through main, so actually Fixer and Joe had a chance to take over. But what you need when you have a strong side fight is you need your tank to be able to play slow, soak up time, buy time for that side fight to get value.
The Orisa so hard to do this, and now with Vessela hovering over the Diva, I mean, it's fine in the attacker situation, but we're kind of running into the same issue that we were mentioning on Busan. KSA is gonna be an unkillable force on the objective, while Vessler has to run around and find these kills. Important now for Vessler to step up his game from the earlier Busan and stay alive after the dives.
Yeah, it's so important here as well, and happy with that if you're TM. Remember, TM full held this map last time, and this time is going to be a Kiriko start for Simple instead of the Ana or anything like that here. Yeah. So, Sonic Arrow out, and VP, Diva this time. So, it's really the pressure on this backline, right? Diva is good into Juno Kiri, and we talked about earlier how KSA anchoring point can be good in a lot of these point, like control point situations. But when KSA is stuck on the low ground, they can go around, above him, just anything but face checking KSA, and it's going to be a big problem for the TM backline.
So now it's all eyes again on Vessler and Jaewoo. They need to find the connection. It's Jaewoo finds the connection to Quartz. Pre-fight pick just as fast as Quartz got it on their attack. Now KSA, form is going to be forced out. They can juggle the point a tiny bit. Let's see how they do. Need to look for more backline connection. Vessler's good for it. Ignoring the front line. That's what KSA does not want to happen to him. He's just getting ignored, left stranded. He's just looking for kills. Might get Vessler's mech, but he doesn't really care too much. Gonna reset 20 ult charge, but who cares really? That's what KSA does not want to happen to him. He's just getting ignored. Just ignore. Oh, Vessler over to the Rum this time. Just the first point for Diva for the mobility on the high grounds. So like I said, I don't hate the Rum. Rum should be good. Rum can still really connect these dives. Yubi has to play so close. He's going to be under so much pressure from Jaewoo and Vessela.
You saw it as well. We won Jaewoo's POV in that first fight, and he was uncontested behind. And again, Jaewoo just free here to put some pressure onto the backline. Astro's going to dart away from that, but Fixer's going to kill Simple.
Fixer, he gets the bet off. It's stepping up, but he's going to get picked right in return by Quartz. Quartz defensive slide goes out though. Not in the LOS of anyone who can help him. And now Yubi is left to bleed out. Got the TPs to maneuver some damage, but Astro no more bombs. Should go down to Jaewoo any second as well. Very nice clips from Jaewoo. And
you see it, right? Like, who on TM is responsible for marking Jaewoo? There's no. It's kind of simple, but obviously simple died.
To be honest, it has to be simple, but simple went down to Fixer early. Ult charge advantage for Fixer as well. To be honest, that was what was struggling on Busan. Fixer not getting enough value. If he can just keep up this performance, this can be a really competitive map.
Yeah, quicker Kitsune rush for Fixer as well. Quicker Ray for Gala. Dodgy situation for TM here. They have the Sim Wall, which can help relieve a bit of it. It's a bowler out now. Simple taking the duel on the flank here with the Tracer, but has to go back to his team now. This is room for J-Woo to flank.
Good connection from Shockwave. Force out the Sim Wall. Can they kite this? Pulse bomb is good!
Suzu, yeah. Must have been a
Suzu. Must have been a Suzu.
Now Quartz
but it's fine. Symbol disengaged. One of the strongest ult. No, Mike Tyson on the front line. Vessler in. Has the ult if he wants to follow. Gets the layer of the Kitsune. Just hold those hands up. Take a book from KSA. Ray, angle. Yubi under so much pressure. Interlinked in the race. Yubi's gonna stay alive, but Astro goes down. Every one of TM side is gonna go down right here. Shockwave goes down in the trade. But Kitsune from Simple. Such an uncharacteristic mistake from Simple right there. Ult comes out late. Fixer gets the earlier ult, and they win the fight off of that trade. Also bad Symmetra wall from Yubi. Quartz now with the overclock, but Shockwave with another bowler shot. If they can maybe disengage one of these overclocks again, it's gonna be so good for them.
Yeah, it's so good there, and it's just ult charge difference that made it in that one, but for now Quartz is using the overclock. Yubi shut down.
Under so much pressure.
Quartz needs to find something.
Early, like he always does, and now Vessler can just stay alive. Shots are connecting from Quartz, but not enough. He needs to find the 2-shot. Yubi is down now. Man advantage for Virtus.pro, and they're gonna push that advantage. Astro in the slow.
Gets away from it now, but J-Woo is on this backline, and they just can't stop J-Woo. He's doing so much for him right now, and this has left KSA limited of resources in the front line. Pulse bomb available.
Everyone is just looking at J-Woo. Both connect from Shockwave. Shockwave and J-Woo. Vessler gets the better of the tank trade.
Easy cleanup, no trades.
No trades.
No trades. J-Woo just taking attention. You can see he's not committing recall. It's all about uptime and attention for J-Woo.
Just dealing damage. He's waiting for Shockwave to commit some of these balls to actually go for a kill. And now Yubi, he might not even get the Symmetra wall in time. Fixer with the earlier rush again. Bowler shot, cleanses force. Now Fixer is gonna have a rush. Pulse bomb doesn't connect, but he's keeping the backside in check. Now Symmetra wall close for Yubi. If he can't get it, the map might be over. And Yubi stormed before Symmetra wall. Quartz finds the equalizing picks right here, but KSA does not have the annihilation. No forward point. Vessler's gonna take over the point. Quartz finds a trade, but 10 disadvantage. Yubi on back. Symbol from spawn, but Vessler is punching through it. He needs to find this Ray. Maybe he doesn't even need to. The pressure is too much.
Yeah, and Astro's going to hold on to the Ray there. He's still going to pocket everyone through this, but the respawns are flooding back, and TM cling on to this King's Row third point. J-Woo's found another trade. Astro died with Ray.
On a trade.
No supports.
No tank for them, no supports though. Maybe they can find some boat connections. They're gonna be back in the nick of time though. Astro, Orbital Ray, Gala, Orbital Ray. But the difference maker right here is gonna be either on the DPS or on KSA's annihilation on point. Just holding it down.
KSA gonna meet up with Vessler. Now Pulse Bomb is good. Yubi's there. Suzu not there in time. Astro has to Ray earlier. Gala's gonna have a later Ray ready to go, but Vest needs it. Vest dies. They get the kill.
Hold the hands. Hold the hands, Vest.
It's not done yet. J-Woo is still in the back. He's looking for the backline. Annihilation by Pop from KSA. He's not sure they can hold it without it. Quartz is gonna die as well. J-Woo still looking for more in the back, but the Sim turrets will take him down. Yubi from beyond the grave.
Shockwave always also invested the bowler shot right at the tail end of that fight. It's gonna hurt them. Now Simple showing that he's the better Kiriko. He farmed up to an earlier Kitsune rush, even though he used it second to fake TP onto the backline. Simple is gonna have a Kitsune rush. It's gonna be very close to last fight territory if this fight. But Yubi is too close. Shockers is good for it. Simple has to use the Kitsune rush. Jevo another kill. Simple with the Kitsune rush. KSA can hold this point down for a long time.
Pushing forward, Simple knows he needs a kill right now. He's going through, but he finds nothing. Pulse bomb wide from J-Woo, but Astro is dead in spawn. J-Woo gets the kill regardless. There's no one left.
There's not a annihilation. He's gonna go down. This is gonna be a cap savior.
Quartz has bowler behind, but it needs to be a colossal bowler if they have any chance. It's coming out. It's gonna hit, but I think it's only onto the ram. He's forced a recall, but he can't touch.
Oh my
And the King's Row continues.
What a third point dogfight for like 4 minutes straight. Okay, so this is actually good for VP, okay? Because they have attacker's advantage now. But I would have wished that they did this attacker's advantage with maybe 1 minute 30 more, you know? 1 minute 30 more perhaps. But they have attacker's advantage. And attacker's advantage, trust me, King's Row is the strongest map for attacker's advantage. This snowball is gonna go so hard once these OT spawns need to kick in. Realistically, in my opinion, TM needs to full hold right now to have a chance. If VP gets a lot of snowball picks, winning the first fight, ult advantage into overtime spawn, they're gonna put themselves in such a good position to win the map.
Also remember, both teams' first points defenses were rubbish. We were looking at instant caps from both teams here, and Vess is going to start the Diva again, it looks like. And Simple has started Brig. TM have made the adaptation.
Is Vesela gonna notice that and go over to the Ram? I really think he should. Ram is gonna do so much.
Is it maybe still just fine on his first point? Because KSA they can still go over, and then he just goes Ram afterwards.
Xavier. It's okay for sure, but the Ram really strong, whereas the Juno, Brig, Ram, Symmetra, you'll be also getting caught on the front line so much.
Vess having a look, has he seen the Brig yet? Now that's the key piece of information
no
for
way
VP
he
to
has.
identify.
Simple is gonna be hiding. Yeah, you see Simple just putting out packs, hiding his character a lot. So Vessler is gonna commit to the Diva. Like we said to Xavier, it's not bad. Vessler is surrounding the map. Can TM find a tempo timing?
Yeah, they
find a tempo timing with the TP while Vessler is setting up. Shockwave caught out. They're still in a fight territory right now. Yubi under so much pressure. Can they trade him? Vessler's mech goes down, but Yubi goes down. But that's a good trade. Simple under so much pressure as well. No shield available. Can he survive? He can survive this though. There's a way for Virtus.pro. If they don't stagger more now, Yubi is still gonna come back from spawn, and there's still one more fight to go.
Yeah, they're holding close
to goes over to the Ram.
Here. Yeah, he's gone on Ram here, so we're just going to take it head to head. Jaywu nearly with a pulse bomb, but no ult that close. What a shot from Quartz! Shuts him down. They don't have time to fully reset. VP have to find a way to make this work, or they are going to be full held. More damage from Quartz as they try and walk in. Coming back, but Vess has died. He had to in for the touch. Yeah. He had no choice, and that is TM looking pretty on this. Good, smart swaps, and a good shot from Quartz.
With this attacker's advantage, the best way to shut it down is so you win before the overtime spawns kick in, before all of this snowballing happens. And TM, they make it happen. They make it happen. They full hold the map. No ticks given either. VP, they have to be in a position to, they have to draw this map. But like you said, Xavier, this first point King's Row, so hard to defend.
I mean, there is also a world where we get a second map 6 between VP and TM, but this is a tough hold because it's the
way
easiest
harder to full hold than Midtown. Last time it happened on Midtown. Like, if I remember the Overwatch 2 draws, they always happen on Midtown. Xavier,
or like Numbani and Midtown, right?
Numbani and Midtown. Numbani and Midtown. They always happen, and Numbani on Midtown. I don't think I've seen a King's Row draw in professional play in a long time. I don't think so. But we might see it now. We might see it now.
Like,
it is possible.
Jaywu
on May. Interesting.
So a few ways to approach this
now. I don't know about the May.
I think Vess will go top, he's going to anchor top left, and then Jaywu and Fixer are just going to play this hotel area, and those are the two sides they try and control. But remember, it's only a tick, so the point force is going to be brutal from TM.
Like May is good, right? Like May is good, but I feel like Jaywu, he should stick to the Tracer. It's good versus Bob Brick, especially if Vessler's onto the Ramatra. Vessler can get more value with Jaywu getting less. I don't like this May pick, even though May is good on this first point defense King's Row.
All to play for now. TM just need a single tick to send themselves to the grand finals. Coming through, Quartz looking for his opening. Point pressure already coming through. Vess has to drop immediately. Shockwave takes a couple of bolts, not enough to kill him though. And now, more pressure coming through. Lots of damage onto Vessler. KSA is 1 HP by the lamp. It's late from Simple.
Oh.
Not
No
like
trades
this,
here
not
for
again.
VP. No trades for VP. No trades for VP. Very important. If they get any late staggers, it's gonna be so good for them. And my clean feed is fucking buffering, bro.
No. Oh, someone's just pointed out as well. It might just be the freeze perk for Ram, so they can actually win the front line with
yes,
because the perks are unlocked. Great shout.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's actually a great shout. The freeze perk is broken versus Ram. Actually, great shout.
Vessler has to use the form right now. Wall behind onto KSA. They are trying to lock him up right now. Pressure onto him. KSA is blocking on point, but lots of damage coming his way. Simple getting close in that window, but not quite yet. Shockwave considering the left swing, but it's just going to clear the TP instead. Both teams playing slow.
So much angle pressure right here. Tick
Window
almost
soon.
conceded. Big connections from Shockwave.
Oh, no kill though. Simple's had to lamp. He nearly has window, but he doesn't have the lamp to use it with now.
Window up
He's
now,
99%. VP so close to support ults. Window on point. Jwoo's dead. VP need for support ults. They have to stand on their quartz with the boner onto the high ground. Kitsune rush.
Vessel down though. It should be enough.
Yeah, the Ray is there from Gala, but too little, too late. And TM get their tick. TM get their spot in the grand final. Prevent for reverse sweep. Prevent a map 6.
Yes.
Down to the wire.
I actually like the May pick in hindsight with the perk.
Yeah, the perk was a great shout from Jayan.
They played really well around trying to force in KSA shield and then getting a ring onto Jwoo to get that perk. But yeah, very close. Good game. Good game. So now it's VP versus it's TM versus Alcad. TM versus Alcad, yeah.
Yeah, best of 7 for these finals as well. Obviously, we'll get an interview, I'm sure, and we'll get a little bit of an extended break because Team have just played a big 5-mapper. But Alcad will be waiting. But we talked about it yesterday, right? The lower bracket advantage, now actually having this kind of game, having a thorough warm-up, better than Alcad who are stuck playing a random mix.
True.
Do you want some numbers as well, guys?
Oh, fantasy? Wait, I have to shout out Gagilla gifting a sub to Jan. Thank you so much, Gagilla. Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Alright, map 5 was pretty Jwoo with 9 in that final one.
Yeah, he was doing really well. I think crucial mistakes from Vestola. I'm not gonna lie. I think big mistake from Vestola. I mean, Quartz clutch. I don't know. Quartz clutch with the TP angle on finding Shockwave there on the attack. I don't know. Let me look at the score. Let's see if Vestola has a higher score than KSA, so maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, thank you, Crozzy, as well, for the tier 1 for 17 months. I saw as well, Crozzy. Did you see it on Twitter, Haddy? You know the giveaway thing that Smash, or like they use Smash's picture for a trip to the Esports World Cup? Crozzy won it!
No way. Congrats, Crossy. That's sick. Man, look at these fantasy scores, bro. What? 7-5, 5-5, 4-5, 9-4 was 2-5, 3-5, -2, 3, -1.
Points. Yeah.
Bro, Gala and Jwoo have Jwoo alone has more points than TM.
Guess who I sold this week?
Jwoo.
And Gala.
And Gala. Maybe good for you in the long term because there's one less match to play. Who do you have?
I have on support I have Rupal and Landon, and I have Checkmate. My real problem is I have Sugarfree and Kellen, who I don't think are going to score very well today.
They might, you never know.
Yeah, great series. Do you remember at the start when they did the stage MVPs, and I said, yeah, but what if Jwoo carried BP to the grand finals or something?
He carried? That's not to the grand finals.
I mean, to be fair, it was actually also fair, we like given Fixer a bit of like, I guess, skepticism at the start as well, but he did really great on the
He was doing really good on Virtus.pro, yeah. Oh no, just mistakes from like everyone, you know, in the crucial moments. Like you see the stat line says they played better in most of the game, but the important moments, TM was clutching up.
Yeah.
Completely new to this stuff. What is score and how is it calculated? I mean, Commander X can answer that better, I think.
Yeah, so basically, we get a little bit of data from Faceit, the Faceit match page, in terms of like kills, deaths, elimination, and healing. So you get 1 point, let me try and remember it all right. 1 point for every 3 limbs. You get half a point for every 2k damage or 2k healing. So if you do damage and healing, like say a Juno or something, you get points from both. But then you lose a point if you die. You lose an entire point per death, which is why we see some of the players, like especially sim players, often score quite badly. So that's how players end up negative, and that's how the scoring works.
Do you see the stats for the whole one, by the way? Vessler more than KSA, even Shockwave more than Quartz,
Yeah.
Javu so much more than Yubi, Fixer more than Astro, Gala way more than Symbol, and Icedome on a 0-0.
Broke even, yeah.
Yeah. Look at these stats, but they have like 100 points, and VP TM is like 20 points. I mean, Astro with 11, but they have like 20 points, making up for Yubi's minus 10. How much time do you think we have now?
Probably like 10-15 minutes, I'd guess. Depends if they do an interview as well. I'd be keen for an interview though, because obviously team are going to go on and play next as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, interview would be nice content, right? But I don't think they should run one. I don't think. Maybe Psycho can hop on, but like, let the players do their thing, you know? Let them take a break.
What they did in China is they had the coach do all the interviews, because Team
Yeah,
CC
I
played
mean-
3 games in a row, and we just spoke to Super Rich a couple of times in a row.
I mean, Chris did that for us as well in SSG. I remember when we came from lower bracket, and we were fighting it out with, I don't even know who, but we met Ends in the grand final, and then Chris held the interview, you know, everyone just going on like a 10-minute break. I still remember I just went for a walk, you know, like sometimes you need to reset the mind, chill a bit, so.
Well, the nature of that series is like, it's one, and that's good. But that was like,
still
it was
exhausting
ugly.
series.
Yeah, it was like
exhausting
big clutch moments. Some of those fights at the end of third point, that was like taken out of you fights, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take some life off you, some years for sure. Those third point fights. I can even tell that casting took some life. Can't imagine. I mean, I can imagine how it must be playing that, you know? Must at least take a couple years.
In the CS2 major, they did quick interviews with players between maps. Yeah, but CS is a real esport, you know?
Quick interviews? I mean, they're on LAN, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier on LAN because you just catch them as they're walking off stage, you know?
I mean, yeah, you can just have a broadcast with another camera, put them on, and just like literally while they're running to the toilet, while they're walking to get their break. What are your thoughts on the next game? 20-second interview done, you know what I mean? And you can do it with every player, fill a segment. Way harder here.
Yeah, it just takes a bit of faff, really. Because what they do on the broadcast of the CS as well is everyone is ready to go, you know? So, like, the desk will just drop what they're saying and cut, whereas this one you have to, what's the word? You have to, like, set up, the player has to connect their camera, fix any technical issues, you know?
Yeah,
But,
it's way more.
I'd still rather, like, more interviews is better, you know? I think... Sorry, I'm talking about mouth.
I mean, yeah, I mean, for sure, more content is always better, but I'm also thinking, like, about the player side of it, you know? Like, just chill, you know?
I think it's
put
one
Psycho
of
on, say we look unbeatable and move on.
I think as well what happens is you get used to it as well both ways. Like CS has had this type of setup for so long, you know, now everyone's just used to it. And if people don't want to do it, there's certain players who are willing to take the responsibility, or the coach can take it, not type thing, you know? So it's all just a little bit more...
they also get more money. So at some point you're like, okay, I'm getting paid 200k. Might as well have a quick interview, you know?
Yeah, well, like the content days for especially CS especially, like the content days are much bigger. You know, they do so much in terms of it, but like the
I mean, we even like had content days in OWL, you know? Like you can just tell people, dude, it's part of your job, bro. You know, Nuki can run after you and be like, this is part of your job. You have to do it. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I think that's right. Like, I think
I agree.
My opinion is a lot of Overwatch players are babies about this stuff, you know?
No, I agree. I fully agree. I mean, the thing is, this is how you monetize the esports. You don't live off the gameplay. It's not the gameplay, you know, that carries most of it. It's the personalities and like the streamers, like the everything,
the
you know?
emotion of
like,
it all, you know, like the...
Yeah. I mean, it's always about the storytelling. I mean, if you just want optimal gameplay, you can have some fucking AIs playing it, you know? Nobody cares about that shit. It's all about the human aspect of it. Akuri says, wait, Ice was on Queen. I wanted to see that. I don't think you want to see that. They got like 300 zeros on the Queen map. So
yeah, it wasn't quite here's how you play the Queen comp type performance.
OWCS broadcast. Choose and switch between the mainstream and up to 4 players.
want to watch the POVs you watch on the official OWCS stream. Is that you? Is that you, Xavier, with the voiceover?
Oh. No one would give me a job.
I mean, yeah, you're way
like
too problematic.
I'm
you're problematic.
troublesome. Yeah.
Watch it, control it, face it.
Don't compare you and me, bro. You're a multi-billionaire, mate. I see the numbers you're pulling. I'm just chilling here with my close friends.
Oh yeah, first time here from Rhinos. As much as I wish Overwatch was more relevant to the esport, you can't even compare the quality of production between CS and any esport. Even LoL and Dota are quite like miles behind. I think that's fair as well, but I think there's also, you should look at them as the best and
you should
copy
always
what you
strive
can,
for it.
you know?
Yep,
like, yeah.
I agree.
Some things don't apply to
on
us. We don't have the same number of LAN. You know, every CS event is a LAN, which is a huge difference maker as well. But we should try and take what pieces we can, what bits do we like, and try and apply more to them. Because I feel like 100%, no matter how hard we try, it's not going to be CS level because of the resources, the funds, and the quality of everything. But we can do better than we're doing now. Yeah.
I mean, at least take the standard, like, you can take the standard up for sure for the LANs, you know? Like, I even remember, like, the Esports World Cup, they do so much there, you know? Like, a lot of stuff, like, recording and shit. So I think, like, this, like, the 20-second interview thing, it's not bad, you know, on a LAN. Because sometimes they come with a camera in your face and tell you to hit a pose or something. Like, if they can do that, they can do the same with a camera and a mic between maps, between games, you know? And just hit you for a quick interview.
Yeah, because, like for example, one thing I think we're missing, if anyone was here yesterday, right? What happened yesterday is me and Haddy did a bit of a cast, and then what happened is we actually essentially got losers interviews from both Chris and Kai and Psycho. They came on after their team lost, and they talked a little bit about it, you know, what went wrong,
a good vibe,
decisions, right? Yeah, and, like, I don't know how everyone else felt about it, you know, the people who were there and watched it, but I feel like that was actually useful insight, though. You know, we did a lot of dicking around, but I think there was actually, like, useful stuff in there in terms of like what went wrong for the teams and everything like that.
I mean, I think the dicking around, everyone loves it, you know.
Yeah,
I had
everyone
so
likes
many
that
people
too, but yeah.
I had so many people in my Discord say this was the best content I've watched in a long time. So yeah.
You know, people were like telling me as well. Like, I think they really enjoyed last night in terms of like vibe and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't have been, like, the vibe, of course, it would have been immaculate with just you and me, but not the same, you know, without Psycho, Kai, and Chris.
I've just been linked to Astro's tweet as well. He says, GG's Virtus.pro, most competitive warm-up scrim I've ever had. Let's go win the finals.
Yeah, good one.
Landon's won the EMEA Superstar as well.
Congrats to Landon, but he doesn't get any money. Back in the day, for like all of this shit, at least you get an award, you know?
Landon EMEA MVP.
Don't get anything. I mean, he can...
Americans coming over here, taking our jobs.
Stealing my goddamn job. Usually it's the Kekona people talking about stealing the job, but now it's the Kekona stealing the
You
job.
guys do it too, huh? Huh?
Yes.
Hypocrisy.
I mean, now I'm just gonna move to an A and steal the job just to equalize this shit.
Oh, Painkiller in the chat. Good luck tonight, mate.
Painkiller, I actually think you will win. You will win, I
Ooh.
think. I think you gap and your DPS gap. Just tell your backline. Wait, who was the flex support? Your flex support was insane. Just tell Lab to not int. Just tell Lab. Yeah, yeah. Just tell Lab to sit back and relax, and everyone else, I think you guys can carry. Look at this. Back in the day, if you were like, look, I got my role stuff thingy. You actually got something for this superstar. Now you can write it on Twitter, I guess. That's all you get.
You get an image.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what I think, like what you need to do if you're like the Overwatch approach, where we live in the real world, where we are a budget esport compared to all the big dogs, right? You just look at what can you do that replicates some of the good stuff, and what's like the cost-effective stuff, right? Because interviews aren't expensive, and they're not that. You know, when I do my interview series, sometimes it's a lot of work, but that's only because I do 16 myself. You know. But if I'm actually just doing a few interviews, it's not a huge amount of work. It's not like I've never had an issue getting an interview with a player in terms of the time commitment, you know, because it's just, I mean, can we just chat for 20 minutes, you know? Here's the link, connect the cam, and we're off. And so I think that sort of content is the stuff we can lean into more, because it's really...
I mean, if you can make it work, the official broadcast can make it work. Actually, I'm going into the official broadcast right now because I hear beeping sound, so I think they're making a quiz.
Yeah? Alright, I'm gonna grab a Pepsi. Good luck on your quiz.
V-Meta, yes, it's a Zin and AKC. We're missing 3 subs for Hollow Knight, so I know you're good for that. Name a hero that has the best perks. Ana, Tracer, Ramatra. Oh no. What else? Ana, Tracer, Ramatra. Maybe Diva. But the community won't rate Sim. But they won't rate Sim and Diva. Sick as shit perks, dude. Sick as shit perks, Akari. Ball has good perks. I think Tracer Ana are really easy one. Tracer Ana are really easy one. Venture for sure, but this is gonna be from community, guys. This is gonna be from community. Yeah, Kiri as well. I think Tracer Ana 100%. Yes. Of course, Tracer next. Tracer next. Genji has really good perks. No, AKC. Hazard perks are really good, but I don't think the casuals are gonna say that. Pharah perks are good. The game started? Yeah, the first game's just over. Absolute banger. Where's Pharah? 5? Bro, why you spoilering, bro? Why you spoilering, bro? Fuck you. Sparker lost? No way. Oh, yes. Yeah, but are the casuals gonna say that? Tracer 100%. Tracer 100%. Rum as well. Tracer, Rum, Kiri. I need a Rum and I need a Kiri, Rory. Thank you, Gilla, for the huge ass. Sojan could be good as well. Yes. Rum is the objective good answer. Rum, but they won't say rum. Like, look, almost nobody in chat is saying rum. I think they're gonna put Sojan. I mean, look, a first time message Ramatra, he's right. He's right. I mean, objectively it's rum, but they might go soy. I think they're gonna say soy, but I think it should be rum. I think it's soy. Yeah, oh my god, they got it, dude.
I'm back. Are you winning the quiz? Are they winning the quiz?
I mean, they won the quiz, but we're also winning the quiz. But
Nice.
I mean, it's a fraudulent quiz because it's voted by plat players. They forgot about Ram, they forgot about Sim, they forgot about all the broken heroes. But we predicted the plat players properly, so yeah, we
Okay.
basically
you
won.
yeah.
Xavier!
Yeah.
Sparker didn't make LAN, bro.
Fuck's sake, Sparker.
I mean, it would have been a 3-week China LAN, bro.
He told me yesterday he was going to China.
I mean, it would have. He didn't make it, bro. Andy in the chat is saying Orisa was a good shout. Bro, shut the fuck up, Andy. Nobody cares about your opinion. What are the best rum perks to get? Shotgun and explosion slow. Exploding slow and shotgun. Chat, is it cringe to have fun doing something you love? Of course it is, Replicant. Shut the fuck up.
What was I doing? Hold on. I'm turning my light on a second. It's getting dark. It's getting dim.
Did I get a loot box yet? Oh no, just my gifts up to time has expired. Fuck, dude.